We'll never finish if we don't start. So let's get started with episode 305 of the Current Gen podcast. My name is Tim. I'm here with Kyle and Jeff. Welcome to the show, fellas. And also, any words you want to say about our fallen brother Dan, who has, I think we decided he died this week. Next week we'll find out.
Yeah.
He'll tell us if he died next week. But
Lazarus
any
Pit, for
thoughts?
sure.
Thoughts and
Yeah,
prayers?
Dan,
He's good.
you were the man. You used to be the man, but now you were the man because you're dead.
Yeah.
That's all I got because it rhymes. So
I'm
just
sorry to
pass it
hear
on.
that, Dan. I'm sorry to hear that you pooped so much your butt exploded, and I wish
Yeah,
that
that
things
was a
were
shame.
ended differently. But you know,
Yep.
cum si cum sa or whatever. When in Rome.
That's the one. Yeah. And by the way, we wouldn't have said that, what happened to him, but it was on the news, and so it's hard to
Yeah.
avoid it. Like his face was
Man's
everywhere.
I can't
literal
believe his
butt
parents. I
explodes.
can't believe his whole family wanted that news out there. So it was
Yeah, I thought I was a
brave
little
of them.
surprised that they put his first
Yeah.
and last name and picture beside the
We
headline.
need
I
to
was like,
spread
that's
awareness about
embarrassing, but-
butts blowing up when you poop. That's for
Yep.
sure. This is 8th grade humor at best. Just really coming out of the gate just strong.
Welcome to the podcast, everybody. All right,
That's
well,
what
hey,
makes
listen,
us current gen.
That's you get it. You totally get it.
Currently immature.
Guys,
Here we go.
We usually dive into like new games, news, headlines, stuff that's come out, talk about reviews and things like that. We're not doing that right now. We're stuck in the past. And so we're looking back at 2025 and we have another round of categories to go through to pick. So if there are games that have released, which there aren't that many this year, there's a few small ones, but not that many. Or if there are headlines, we will get to those in a few episodes. Don't you
Tim,
worry.
I didn't know this was on the news too. The whole gaming industry paused while we finished this
Yeah,
up. So
true.
there's no headlines until we're done with
They
this,
did.
actually. So
It's like, when
thank
is the
you,
current gen
thank
game of
you,
the year?
industry.
Yeah.
Thank you for pausing. Thank you for
Yep.
not firing people right away and saving that for a couple weeks.
We usually have to ask. This year we didn't even ask. They just knew to do it, So
Yeah, they know better.
It was nice.
Yeah.
They know better. Yep. They don't want to compete with us. We're like the Grand Theft Auto. You know what I mean? They get out of the way when we're doing our
and
thing.
if you're reading news right now, just know that it's fake news and probably Chat GPT wrote it. So you can just excuse all
Absolutely, it
news
did.
for the next 2 weeks.
It's true. So as long as you got that cleared up, so don't worry, you're not missing anything. Don't go listen to any of the podcasts. Just listen to this one. This is the only one you need. And we will tell you what the best things were from last year, definitively. So
Objectively.
we're gonna kick things off with the category that probably not many people care about, but I played so many of these. I just wanted to do it selfishly, and maybe I know at least Kyle, you played a couple early access games in 2025. These are games that are not in 1.0 full complete launch yet. These are games that launched this year in some way, shape, or form in early access or preview or whatever. Early access is Steam. I think, doesn't Microsoft call it like Game Pass preview or something like that? They have a version.
They
of
do
it.
Yeah,
preview
they-
program, yeah.
Or
Yeah,
enhanced.
so it's anything that's in that.
I'm just kidding.
Anything in that category.
Or
Anything in that category.
betas come to PS5. I guess that counts too. Like if you played.
But we're a very manly podcast, so no betas allowed. Only early access.
Oh,
is
excuse me.
allowed.
Only alphas. Yeah. You can only play alpha builds.
Very manly, very manly. A lot of beards happening. We can't be having betas going on. You know what I mean? Can't do that.
The beardiest
Um,
podcast in all the land.
It's true.
Certainly is, because when I look around other amateur gaming podcasts, I don't see any facial hair.
I've never
Just kidding,
seen.
that's all I
I
see.
wish I was wearing a flannel shirt so it was funnier, but you are, Tim, and I was like, you never see a lot of beards,
I
not
am.
a lot of flannels on any of these podcasts.
That's
right.
You know? That's
And
all
they're
I wear.
very-
though, so
And they're
it's
very
only
skinny and they're all in shape and they're all not white.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wait.
When you see full body shots of them, you don't go, "Whoa!" You know what I mean? It's not. That's not how it goes at all. Guys, we're making fun of ourselves. Everyone relax. Everyone chill out.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about our favorite early access games of 2025. I've got a whole bunch. I know Kyle has a few as well. I put a few on a little YouTube list here. Jeff, I don't know if did you get a chance to play any early access? I know that you were catching up on games this year and probably mainly played full releases, but just making sure.
Yeah, I did. That's true. But I did want to mention, at least because I played the first one and it was a lot of fun, and I understand that the second one is also good. Grounded 2, just because I love Obsidian. You know, love them. And I did play Grounded 1 a bit, and I loved it. But obviously, I didn't do a full deep dive because it can be a lot if you let it. You know,
It's a rock punching. It's a tree punching game, right?
Yeah, and you get to ride.
Yeah,
You get to ride around on bugs and build stuff,
I like-
and
I
This
like
looks
the
fun.
one.
and you
Yeah.
see the stuff at the top there too. It tells you like here are your goals, man, and here's what you should do to
Oh, that's cool.
reach these goals or whatever. And yeah, it's up to 4-player co-op. It's like
A
a
little more
Fallout,
user
but
friendly,
like
looks like a little more accessible, maybe.
right,
Is
yeah.
this still in early access, or did this
I think
launch?
so. I don't think it ever.
Okay.
I think the second
not
one.
yet. I think the
I know
first
the
one.
first
took
one
2
was in early
years.
access forever. Yeah, I felt
Yeah.
like it was in it forever at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this one, yeah, I mean, it's just leaning more into the Fallout type of base building aspect. I guess. I don't know. There's definitely some resource management and building stuff, and because you got to protect yourself at night. Everybody gets more aggressive.
Yeah.
Friggin' ladybugs are jerks.
Oh my god.
But yeah, it's
No one's
it's a
ever
fun
said
game.
that in the history of ever. Ladybugs.
Yeah,
are
I know.
jerks. Like, what the-
Never would have thought that.
Yeah.
That might be the most shocking thing that's said in this episode. that you
It
just
might
said
be,
just now.
yeah. It's a take.
All right,
I
well-
remember like dabbling in the first one and liking it, and
I
I
never
was
tried
shocked
it, but
at
I always
I was
wanted
shocked
to.
at how much like story there was to it. Like where
There
you
is.
end up like
Yeah.
you end up like in a by
Yeah.
the end of that game you're in like a research center, like you're not even in the backyard anymore, and it's just like what's going on in this game. So
Yeah.
that's interesting.
Yeah, but granted, there's still like hours and hours worth of gameplay. Like it's a never-ending kind of game. But there is yes, there is a story like you could just strictly follow if you
There's
wanted
like
to.
missions you can do.
Yeah, and I think
Nice.
that's what separated the early release or the early access for the first one too. Is like once they released the first one, they were like, "There's a full story, guys. You can play it
Yeah.
start to finish, and you don't have to just play it forever." And that was like
Yeah.
the appeal of Grounded coming out officially, from what I remember.
Something more than just building a hut, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Got to make my hut bigger and kill some June bugs. Stupid. Anyway, that's all I have.
You got to make sure you pronounce the N in June bugs really clearly, because that could have been.
June bugs.
Yeah,
Let
thought
me
you
tell
said
you
something
something
else and I was
about
like, here we go.
June.
Sounds
bugs.
like a placeholder.
It is, and there's one misspelling where it really comes through, and you're like, "Oh crap!"
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Oops. Like Dwigged from The Office.
Dwight.
Yeah. All right.
Oh,
Well, I've
man.
got, speaking of building stuff, just wanted to mention 3 real briefly before. I've got a couple that Kyle shared as well that I don't know. They're ones that I think are good, but I didn't spend a ton of time with them, but enough to know that I think they're pretty solid early access. I guess I should say they have good potential early access games. That's really what early access is about. It's kind of like a demo in some cases. There's a few rare instances where early access is a really full, complete experience and they add on to it over time. That happens. But more often than not, I find that if you get on board right as early access launches, it's pretty limited. And so this first one's definitely an example of that, but it is kind of cool so far. This one's called The Last Caretaker, where you're this robot who is kind of piecing together your ship to then sail around in this very water world-esque landscape. Everything's just covered in water. You have to go underwater to get stuff sometimes. But you're going to these like oil rigs or these other tankers and exploring and fighting off these weird little beetle things and crafting and upgrading. So really interesting concept. I think it does a lot of things well. It could use a little bit of, I would say, hopefully some cleanup on the way combat feels. It's okay. It looks like a first-person shooter, but it doesn't really play like a great first-person shooter. It plays like an okay one, if that makes any sense. Think like No Man's Sky. It's got a lot of good stuff going for it. I wouldn't call it a solid FPS experience, even when you
You don't
activate
think
your
No
gun.
Man's Sky is
Okay.
the Halo of
I
base
do
building
think
video
that,
games?
But anyway, Last Caretaker, it's pretty cool concept. So much to craft and to break down, and lots that you can do. So it is a cool game. But also a lot of chore-like things you have to do. Connecting the right cables and hoses and making sure that you have the right amount of fuel and like power. It can take some effort. So anyway, I do like that one. The Last Caretaker is pretty solid. Next up is super cozy town builder called Town to City. I love this art style. It's so, I don't know, it's just so cozy. This kind of voxel Minecraft-y
Yeah, I
art
love
style.
this.
And it plays the way it plays, think of it more, instead of like a grid-based thing, it's more like paintbrush. So everything's kind of circular, but melds together really well, no matter where you can like paint your roads, place your houses, place your buildings, and it's a pretty straightforward, like, hey, this building has this big of a radius, and any house within that radius will get the effect of it. Anything outside of it won't, and you have to place another one. Makes it really clear how many of those types of buildings, like whether it's marketplaces or whatever, that you have to place. And as you can see with the road there, it's not straight. You're not in a grid. You literally paint it, and it just kind of connects it nicely. And so it's very, very satisfying to place buildings and place roads. Definitely a game to play with a mouse, so that we can kind of paint things accurately. So I really like it. I think it's very aesthetically pleasing. There's
Obvious
not much
style,
pressure
yeah.
in it either. It's not the kind of game that's like, quick, everyone's going to die if you don't get enough food in 2 more days, and you're freaking out. Like, that's stressful, those kind of games. Like Frostpunk will freak you out because it'll do that to you. This is much more just relaxed. And if you want to advance and grow your town,
Oh, I see the paintbrush now. Okay.
yeah, here's the things you have to do to
Oh,
advance
that
your
looks
town. Otherwise,
suggestive.
just well, I don't know who's doing this. This isn't me. This isn't me. Let's hang on, see where it goes.
where
Let's
you
see where it
going?
goes.
I'm actually,
Here
you know
it
what?
goes.
YouTube's gonna flag us.
Okay. That's it. Okay, it's just
Okay.
a suggestive yard. It's okay. It's fine.
It's fine.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
All right.
I'm a little curious where this is.
It's a cult
okay.
sign. Okay, got it. They're recruiting.
It's getting better as
cult
it goes. It's
members.
getting better as it goes.
Yeah.
So town to city, I highly recommend. And before they start doing more crop circles that get us in trouble, we're gonna move on to the next game, which is another cozy game called Tavern Keeper. This is from the folks who made
I remember you talking about this
Game
one.
Dev Tycoon. This is their new game that's in early access. Very kind of like colorful, cartoony visuals, as you can see, and it's exactly what it sounds like. You are running a tavern, kind of in this fantasy type setting. Sometimes you'll have heroes come in or villains come in. You have to meet their needs or get them to leave or whatever. Tons of upgrades. You can do sandbox mode, but there's also a sort of campaign type thing where you get a scenario and try to go through all the different missions or checkboxes or quests that they give you. So yeah, very silly, but pretty fun. If you like a light-hearted management sim, I recommend giving Tavern Keeper a look. And they are updating things like weekly. There's hot fixes going out to fix all kinds of stuff that happens. They haven't fixed the arms. Their arms are still disconnected from their bodies. That's weird. But you're rarely that zoomed in.
They
So,
come from
Good
the
choice.
part of France wherever Rayman comes from.
Rayman, yep, or the Mies, right? Don't the Mies
Oh
have
yeah,
disconnected
Mies,
hands
yeah,
from the
that's
bodies?
right. Yeah.
No, yeah.
So Mies are French. I didn't know that. Oh.
Very.
Uh-oh.
I mean,
We.
look at him.
Ugh.
Of course,
That's good.
We. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Wow.
he did it. He did it, guys.
We did it, guys.
He did it.
I am culturally aware. You're welcome.
All right, Kyle. Let's talk about your new addiction. I'm just kidding. It's not that,
Yeah,
but it is a game
funny.
that you played. They're comparing it to Stardew Valley here a little bit, which is funny. Let me
It's
skip ahead
exact.
a little bit.
It's as cozy and not problematic like Stardew Valley is. It's definitely not about creating a drug empire and getting everybody in town hooked on your drugs.
Yeah. This was one of the most
That's
popular
exactly
games
what-
for a long time. Schedule 1.
Man, this game is
So
so,
popular.
good. Yeah, Schedule 1. It's still in early access. It's so incredible. I must have put 80 hours into this game. And I played it with a buddy. We were co-oping the entire thing, which that's also, you can up to 4 players. Like, you
Whoa.
can just be doing all sorts of stuff in this.
Wow.
And it's very open. Your little town is very cool, and you're constantly selling to like upgrade equipment and then upgrade like the venue in which you're growing stuff in. You start the game in a Walter White trailer, and then kind of work your way up to like an apartment room. I'm sorry, like a hotel room and then an apartment room,
Yeah.
and then like a space above, a store and yada yada, all the way up into like a giant farmhouse, out in the
The
boonies.
big warehouse looking place.
Yeah, like this. This is kind of where I'm at. Is this warehouse out in the boonies?
Can it
here
go
in this
underground
farmhouse.
too, like that The Gentleman movie? That'd be sweet.
Man,
if you could
no,
just
but
do
I'm sure it's
where-
coming, man. Yeah, I'm sure
Yeah.
it's coming. Love that movie, by the way.
Yeah,
But yeah,
great movie.
I love this game. It's so cool. Yeah, and everyone's kind of got a different drug they want to use. You can make all sorts of different kind of drugs: cocaine, meth, whatever. All of it. It's all
My
there, baby.
favorites. Those are two
And
of
you
my
can
top 3.
Yeah, all the classics that we all love.
All the
But also you can also like start creating drugs too, which have like different effects. And you can also do the drugs and like experience the effects or watch people have
Dude,
the
the
effects.
character faces look like they're
Stupid and
all on
zany.
all the drugs all the time.
I just
It's
love
so
how they
funny,
pop out.
This is the
cracks me
guys
up.
like this game is made by one guy, and he's not an animator, and he's like, I'm not an animator, so this is just what it looks like. But I was gonna hire an animator, and everybody was like, don't, we like the way that your characters look. So he's not gonna hire a guy to make new characters. which is hilarious to me.
So funny.
That is
And it's
so
cool. Like
funny.
you see he's got a skateboard. You can skateboard around town. You're selling drugs yourself, but then you start like getting staff members that can like run the drugs for you and that run your equipment for you. And then it becomes kind of like, what's that game where you're creating like Factorio or Factorium?
What the
Is
heck?
That's
whatever that
Probably-
is, where you're creating
Oh yeah,
like
Factorio.
you're creating like assembly line type of rulings where
Yes.
it's like this guy, whenever this shelf goes empty, will order new things and then restock
Yep.
the shelf. And then like, so it's like you're creating things for all your people to do.
You're
at any given
automating
time.
all
And
kinds of stuff.
automation, thank you. Yeah. So by where I'm at,
Mhm.
everything's completely automated and I'm just like letting the drugs sell
You're the kingpin.
themselves. And I'm the best, man. I'm the best drug dealer there ever was. Super fun, man. I had so much fun playing this game co-op. It's such a good time. Because I was
Schedule and-
always
Yep.
back making the drugs while my buddy was running around town having all the fun, and I was just like, "Wait, I want to go out and ride my skateboard. How did I end up in this job?" You know?
You always leave me at the office to do the boring
Yeah,
stuff.
I'm always doing all the work, and you get home late. we share a little bed up in up in the shared space or whatever because you have to. Sleep,
Oh, and that was
you
a
know,
clip
in
from
bed. So, like,
Satisfactory, which is another like heavy automation game too, which is also in first person.
there you
But
go.
that-
Here's the beds. Yes, yeah. But it's learned all the best thing. It's not doing anything new. It's just like the subject matter that makes it like kind of fun and cutesy, even though the subject matter is kind of dark or whatever. But like the game is very lighthearted, and like you're never like. I think they're gonna add like police raids and like better police and stuff like that. But right now, you're pretty unchallenged. You can just do all your drugs and.
the
Get
just the
everybody
character
followed
models
back
continue to
up.
crack me up, dude. Like just watching.
They're
know.
the best, dude. Yeah, it's so
So
great.
funny.
Yeah, I'm excited to see where this game goes because this guy sounds like he's got some pretty lofty ideas.
Yeah.
This
is a good example of one that's gonna get better. They're gonna add to it without a doubt, but
Yep.
it's a good example of one that feels like a relatively complete experience.
Yeah,
based
you
on
can
what
have
you're
you
saying,
can
too.
again. I played
Even though it's
80
early,
hours
so-
before I was like, I think I'm done. I think I've seen everything that I can see in this game.
Yeah.
That's a lot of I don't spend 80 hours in most games, so
It's a lot of
it's a lot
content.
of time.
It's a lot of content. All right, next up on our early access list, I wanted to highlight Moonlighter 2, The Endless Vault.
Oh yeah.
This game is absolutely worth a look. There are more areas and more things they're going to be adding for sure. But I believe this one might be on the Game Pass early preview. I'm not sure.
I think you're right.
But I spent a
that
good
sounds
amount-
familiar.
Yeah,
I
I
love the
think it is.
first
So
game.
if you have Game Pass, give it a look. I like the upgrade to the visuals. I like the more isometric combat approach as opposed to kind of that somewhat top-down, somewhat isometric. The old one was a little bit different. This one just feels more modern in its combat. Some people won't like that. Some people really like the old school original Moonlighter setup, and that's totally fine. But I think this is a great upgrade.
Yeah,
There's
I agree.
tons of stuff to do, tons of stuff to sell. They have you rebuilding, as you can see here. You are rebuilding this little village. You are learning better ways to upgrade and use your pack, which is similar to the first one, but they've added more layers to that as well. So really, really fun. Highly recommend this game. It's in really good shape for being something that's not in full 1.0 release yet either. So yeah, Moonlighter 2. Recommend this one. Plus, you get to run your little shop and set your prices and all that stuff. It's very simple. The shop is not complex. You have like a set number of counters. I think at the most you have like 9 maybe. So there's not like you're not setting up a full-on store and upgrading your store, but selling is a part of the game as a way to make money. So yeah, so Moonlighter 2, recommend that one. Kyle, tell me about another one of your addictions this year.
Oh man.
TCG Card Shop Simulator.
I played too much of this game. It's another one that's like, there's not much to this game. You're just like, hey, I got a new item I can put on the shelf. But yeah, you're setting up your whole new card shop here.
But you get to open
But you're
packs of
also-
cards. That
But
alone
you're
is
also
enough for a
doing
lot
this.
of people.
If you're watching, you're ripping. You're buying, like you're owning your own card shop, so you can like rip and master set and like hopefully get
Yeah.
rare cards to sell individuals, and you can trade with people as they walk in. You're setting your prices. You're following industry, analytics and stuff like that change every day. You're spraying down stinky people. It's
That's a real problem with those places. Honestly,
I gotta be honest, man. It might be one of the greatest. It might have one of the greatest gameplay loops I've ever experienced in the history of games. And like, if anyone's
That's so
played a game
funny.
like this, like a business management,
Yeah.
supermarket sim, or any of those, even gas
Yeah.
station simulator, or the new one which I wanted to talk about, but I didn't get a chance to play, the water park simulator game, which was all the rage kind of back in October,
Yep.
September. they're all the same thing. So like you get it, like you get
Right.
like the cycle if you've played it before. Maybe you hate it, but like if you like that type of stuff, boy, I've never experienced anything more addicting. Where I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna do another day real quick. And yeah, this is also another automated thing where you can get workers and have them, tackle your stuff. And I just sit there and I rip packs all day and get rare stuff. And like I'm telling you, the dopamine hit of hitting fake packs and getting like a fake ultra rare holo full illustration on a card, and you're just like, I did it. Like, no, you didn't. It's fake. It's all fake. It's nonsense. But your brain doesn't know the difference, so it's nice.
That's right.
This game's incredible, man.
That's right.
I've absolutely loved this game. This is game of the year. This is better than Death Stranding 2. So
Hey, I believe you. I believe you.
Better than Baby Steps, though. I don't know.
This is what are we talking
know.
about? I don't know what you're saying.
Good question. Is it as good as Baby Steps? You guys will have to go play both to find out.
We're gonna
I have
to
one more early
compare
access game to highlight before we move on. This one I can't recommend enough. If you ever played like the old Choplifter and those kinds of games back in the day,
Yeah.
Cleared Hot is such a cool game. It's people who clearly loved those old 16, 32-bit isometric helicopter games. It plays really smoothly. It's very intuitive. It's really fun to just destroy everything and destroy enemies. It does get challenging as well. I think they are hopefully here in Q1 going to add the next chapter, which would put them on pace for maybe a summer 1.0 release, maybe fall 1.0 release, if I had to guess.
My dad would,
So they're
would
adding
love
more
this.
content.
My dad would love this because he played the what was the game called on the Super Nintendo? Is it Desert Strike or Desert
Strike? Yeah, that's the one
he
I'm thinking
loved
of.
Desert Strike. Obsessively played that game, and this is that.
Yeah, if you
This
like
is that,
Desert Strike,
yeah.
if you like, yep.
Yeah.
This is that you can upgrade different. You get different helicopters. You can upgrade them, different weapon types. It does get challenging. There's big old tanks, and there's these kind of forts you have to go after and take out their turrets, which have different kinds of things that take out helicopters. Of course, specifically, if you get a fighter jet in the area, that's like think of that as like your mega boss that you can't defeat. You just have to stay out of the way so you can see what direction it's coming and just try to get out of its way. So I like those kind of things too. Like a helicopter can't take on a F-16. It's just not going to happen. So I like that they treat that as like a unbeatable.
I would love this game. I used to play. I mean, watching somebody play it is also like you just can't stop watching. Like also, but that's how it was when when my dad played a game like this. And but playing it is it just looks so fun and intuitive
super
to play.
Fun. The grapple hook works great. You use it to pick up items, weapons, sometimes chickens, as you can see here.
Chickens,
for this one quest you have to do.
Silly.
But you can use it to pick up people. Sometimes there'll be hostages or someone you have to like rescue. And different helicopters can carry a different number of passengers. So sometimes you can only carry like 4, but some of them don't have a lot of weaponry, but they got a lot of space for people, so you can pick up a bunch of people. But anyway, really fun. I love this game. I played I think there's 12 missions right now. And hey, there's a lot of voice acting too. And it's not bad. Like I actually expected it to be really bad. I was like, it's okay if the voice acting and writing is really bad. It's not. Like, I'm not saying it's amazing, but it's at least, like 90s movie quality. Like this is okay. Like some of the banter and some of the dialogue, not bad. So I dig it. I think it's great. And
what's it called
I
again?
recommend Cleared Hot. Cleared Hot. See if it has the title at the end. No, it doesn't. Yeah,
because it says. There it is. Okay, great.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, because at the top it said something else, like something communications. I'm like, that's too long.
I love how 80s the logo is too. Like,
I know.
It's just wearing it. It's wearing its.
They took both of the two popular fonts, right? You got like the metallic.
Yeah,
one
like we couldn't figure it out, so we'll
do
chose both.
So good. Yeah, highly recommend that one. So hey, some good early access games this year. Wanted to highlight some of those since they're not fully released and they don't really get a lot of love until they come out in 1.0, and by then maybe they will also get overlooked. Sometimes when games do that, they're in early access too long and they do finally launch, no one pays attention. Like that game's been out for a while, hasn't it? Like why? That's not a new game. So that's in my opinion one potential like downside of early access. But for smaller teams that need the income to keep rolling, I don't mind supporting that if I like the game.
Yeah, early access is an interesting beast because like even something like Baldur's Gate 3 when it comes out on early access, like people didn't like it. Like people are like, oh, this is rough, it was
but
really
they listened,
rough.
Right? I mean,
they did listen, yeah. So but when you play that finished product, it is not like that that early access or that early build of it. So
yeah. So a lot of good early access games that came out this year.
Yeah.
All right, we'll do one more where we just kind of pick stuff that we like, and then we will. I just got to add this one that Dan suggested, and then we'll get into our first shared ranked list. So let me add this to this playlist, and then we'll get over to looking at best RPGs of 2025. Now, as I think Kyle, it was you that said it, maybe it was Dan, maybe it's both of you. We're not saying that it has to be a game of role playing. We're going by the general genre of RPG. So if you, this is just your personal picks.
It's funny
So I
how
don't
every
care if-
time we talk about genre, and I mean the industry, not us, we have to like
Right,
put
right.
asterisks and like
Define it.
preface. Like
Yeah.
when I mean RPG, it's like Jesus Christ.
Here's what I'm
We don't even
saying.
agree on what RPGs mean anymore. Like that's where we're at.
It's true. It's true. But yeah, so what we'll do is we'll just I have a few that are on here. I think Kyle, you sent me some, Dan sent me some. Most of them cross over with each other, with maybe one or two exceptions. So not a whole lot of surprises here, I don't think, in best RPGs of the year. And also, Jeff, if you've got any, feel free to shout them out, and then I'll throw them in here too.
It's
There's,
Let's go through what we've.
I know that you've played that you better be talking about.
There's
Yeah.
you guys know that I shouldn't be surprising anybody that listens that I've only been playing like primarily Xbox and Game Pass games, so nothing I say will surprise anybody here.
That's fair.
Because they're all on Game
that's totally
Pass.
Yeah. Dude, when in my opinion, when you're trying to like, hey, I got some time, I want to catch up on gaming. As problematic I understand as Game Pass subscription like services can be, I get it.
Mhm.
That is a really nice usage for it though. Is let me catch up without
Right.
spending $500 right
But
now.
also
Like,
Game
yeah.
Pass just has great games on it, because all the games I'm about to say are probably on Game Pass, but that's not where I played them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
you
I'd
know,
say-
the game that
say
won
I
like
only
all the
play
Game
Pass
Awards,
games
like
is not restricting at all. Like it is
On
a
Game
very
Pass,
wide
right.
net.
yeah, exactly.
That covers
Clear
a
Obscure
lot
on
of-
Game
lot of-
Pass,
lot of
guys.
things,
I mean,
yeah.
yeah,
It's on
exactly.
Game Pass. I started it
Yeah.
on Game Pass, got through the prologue, was like, heck yes, I'm gonna play this game, and I bought it on Steam because it was only like $50, I think. And
Yeah.
I also just wanted to support them because if I had known they were going to be billionaires, I probably wouldn't have worried about it too much. But I also wanted to play it on Steam.
I love that logic.
And
In fact, I want my
I did. I
$50
had
back.
this like.
Now that I know
Yeah,
they're not
yeah,
really
what do you
indie and that they're really salacious about their AI.
Now that I
use,
hate it.
I want my money back.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
So you
And
get
my
it. You get what I'm
feelings.
saying. All right. Well, the first one I want to highlight is Monster Hunter Wilds, which of course kind of straddles that line between action RPG, adventure RPG, all the different genres, but certainly has very strong RPG mechanics to it. There's a lot of depth in all the Monster Hunter games. If you haven't played them, there is a strong need to be able to respond in real time, right? It's an action type of game, but everything underlying, from the armor you have to the weapons you use to the abilities you decide to draw on to what you have your little partners do, whether it's NPCs or your little cat friend, I forget what they're called. But anyway, all that stuff requires strategy, planning, leveling up, upgrading, talking to people. Like it requires all the RPG things. So to me, this is a notable one from this year too. And I think Kyle, I don't know if you mentioned this one to me or not, but I know you like this game, and it's a
I
great.
do
RPG
like this game.
from
Yeah,
this
it
year.
wasn't on my RPG list, but very, very good game.
Solid RPG, especially if you want something with depth and lots of options, especially all the different armor. So many armor sets and weapon sets, and Monster Hunter's never let us down in that regard, and this one's no
They're all
exception.
cool
So,
looking
yeah.
too, man. Yeah, they really did a good job of like crafting everything in this game.
Agreed.
Except for the end game, apparently. I guess they didn't do a good job crafting that part, but the
Apparently not.
physical nature
That's
of
what
it,
I've heard,
the way
but-
it looks, is very cool. A lot of the armor
Yeah.
is very flashy.
Yeah, strong RPG from this year. Another one from this year that both Dan and Kyle have mentioned, and I think Jeff, you talked about this one a little bit too. I played the opening part of the demo a little bit. Octopath Traveler 0, one of the stronger RPG entries of the year as well. Kyle, any thoughts on this one? This was on your list, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, very incredible. I like this game a lot for just being like a side quel or whatever.
Mhm.
And I think it has I think we talked about it on the podcast, so I won't drone on and on about it, but like it's got a heck of an opening, like really dark, like very like
Mhm.
sets the mood, and you're just like, I kind of want all these people to die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really like the adventure, like spurned by vengeance, like it's just like that's what's like driving you forward and propelling you forward. It's like, I'm gonna kill every single one of these people, and it's cool. I like it. Whereas like in the last game, like there's a character who's like, I just want to be a dancer, you know, like it's a little more lighthearted than than this movie, this game. So yeah, it's just really cool. It's hard, man, and this is like an old school grindy RPG. Like, oh, is that boss stomping you in? Guess it's time to turn around and grind for a little bit. And like that's like classic RPG to me is watching those stats go up and watching your level go up and everything like that. So this is incredible. I think this is like the best representation of old school RPGs in like the new era, this series that is that's out there. So good for
Even when I see this still right here, it's like everything about this screenshot screams RPG. Everything about it.
Yeah.
And I know that not all RPGs are turn-based, but
yeah.
When I think of RPG, this is what I picture exactly.
Same.
Yeah. So yeah, Octopath Traveler 0. Jeff, you played this one a little bit too?
Yeah, I played it for, I don't know how many people I got in my party, bro. I played it for several hours, and look how many people are in the fight with you, though. That's crazy.
It's so crazy. The people on the back row are like...
You can hire anybody. Like, it's just wild.
That's the thing. You can hire people, and you can summon them in. So, like, on top of the 8, like, you could have, like, 3 more people out, like, attacking. It's nuts. Yeah, it's totally nuts.
That's also an element of it that, like, they deepen their own RPG mechanics with the create a character and the town you're building. And I know it's
stuff.
It's just the mobile, but it's so much more than just.
I don't think you were here when I used this particular description, but I was like, if I know it is, but let's say it is, if it's a mobile game, I can't see the seams. I can't see them.
Yeah,
like they hit
a lot
the
of people say that
pretty well for me. Yeah, and I think most reviews reflect that too, where it's just like whatever version of this used to be a cell phone game, like I don't see where that is anymore. So, and I was scared about that. So.
Yeah, and it's beautiful too. I mean, look at some of the visuals and the effects and the lighting.
Music's incredible. Out of this world.
Music's tops.
So production values are very high, and nostalgia factor is very high.
God,
and
the deep RPG. Do these games make money according to Square Enix? Like they keep making them, so they must.
Keep making them, so they have to.
I don't know, but Square. I wonder, like they're always like, this game sold 14 million copies, but it's just not enough.
Not good enough.
What a letdown.
I wonder if doing this mobile first actually recoups something for them. I have no idea though.
Yeah, well,
I don't care about sales like that, but
but reusing assets, and not even from the mobile game, but from the original game, and reusing the engine, like those are all cost-cutting like things and tactics.
That's
so it's
true.
Like,
that's true.
You could put this game out, and it could look just like this every year, and I would buy it. So I would.
Same here.
I would. You can take a year off, I don't want it to be Call of Duty or anything, but like, I'm the guy who plays 2 Yakuza games a year. I'm okay hanging out in the same space, like it's totally okay. Like, so whatever.
And you're not alone. I think these games, I think they have a strong audience already, and then every time the new one comes out, I do think they pull in new eyeballs. Like, wait, what is this? This looks awesome.
Yeah.
What is it? Like, I think it's popular enough. It seems like it's doing well enough that Square hasn't abandoned it. Which
it's
they have
a dumb name, like Octopath Traveler. It's so stupid. Like, so the fact that it's doing well, like, it's kind of crazy to me. Like, and I say that with love. I mean, it's a garbage name. It's a really hard to market name. So
just call it pixel RPG stuff.
Yeah, right.
Same thing.
What the hell is an Octopath Traveler?
It's not a thing. It's not. Those aren't words. I mean, Traveler is, but
those are 2 almost words crammed together.
Yeah, it's not a thing. But yes, great RPG. Definitely worth a look. If you have, I think it's on everything. So Game Pass, or not Game Pass, but Xbox, PC, Switch, PlayStation. It's on all of it. So, and this was also one of Dan's favorites that he sent to me as well. So he seconds.
Would this
that.
be on your list, Jeff? I know you played it. Would it be on your list?
I think I'm trying to remember why I omitted it. I think I omitted it because I knew it would get brought up.
Oh,
and I just wanted to mention some other stuff.
Spread the love.
I was like, well, Dan will be there, so it'll be fine, right?
Yeah, well, he's dead. So.
And then he died from an exploding butthole.
He's gone.
So
yeah, that's right.
Yep. That was the diagnosis.
Awareness,
listen,
guys.
We're not doctors. We're just reporters. Okay.
I just listen. You have to talk about it to normalize it. Okay.
Just asking questions or something. I don't know.
Normalize butt explosions. Hashtag.
They happen.
All right. Let's move on to The Outer Worlds 2, which I know a number of us spent some time playing.
Yeah, this is
one of mine.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yep. one of mine too. One of my I think it was on
Mhm.
third on my like just favorite RPG list of the year.
So,
Really, really fun
RPG as
RPG.
RPG.
Yeah.
I think
it is.
this is what I think of today when I think of RPGs.
Yep,
Like,
modern
you know,
RPG
Octopath
for
back in
sure.
the day, but like, yeah, this is like I think of talking heads and making decisions and
Yep.
Yeah.
it's exact
Yeah.
template.
Finding
Reading
different
skill
ways
checks.
to
Skill
take
checks,
down
yeah.
bases without even having to kill people. You could just be like, hey, just walk that way. And
Yeah.
they're like, oh, okay.
Right.
You know?
I mean, it's like
or
it
talk
lives
your
and
way out of a
dies
boss
by-
fight completely because you have the right kind of skills to talk
Yeah,
your way out of
exactly.
it, or knowledge or whatever.
and it lives and dies by
Mhm.
its traits and its you know, systems and everything like that to individualize your character. Like, this is the most, I mean, outside of this Kingdom Come,
They just
this is
flashed. They just flashed over to
absolutely-
Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 on the video. Yeah.
Yeah,
They did, yeah.
it is absolutely
I was like, what the
most,
hell?
Yeah, right. It's not as deep as that. But,
There's no fields.
absolutely- and the things going on in the background are definitely more like what you would think of when you're making a character sheet and stuff like that. It is a very, you know, your character can't be more yours by the time you're wrapping this game up. So,
Right.
which I haven't,
Right.
by the way. I'm far, but I need to sort.
Dude, I still haven't
haven't
either.
either.
And I think I just got to the second or third place, and I still am like,
You
I
can
don't
really
know,
feel
man.
its size. Like, it's
Yeah.
a big
Yeah.
game, man. Yeah, like
It
it's
feels
like
a lot
it's-
bigger. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in the third space as well, and I have no excuse not to finish it. It's still installed. I'm like ready to keep playing it. I just get distracted by other stuff.
Okay. I hit a wall kind of because I hit an area where like you're supposed to eventually get to it, but I hit it too soon, and they were like, "Turn away now." And I tried to charm them, it didn't work. So they started firing at me, but they were like, what do they call them? Spacer's Choice agents, and so I just had to kill like a whole factory. And every time I
They
did,
hate you
obviously,
now.
my reputation is like dipping and dipping, and I'm like, reload,
Uh-oh.
save. I'm not doing this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I geared into like an everybody likes me build, and like so no
Me
matter
too.
what atrocities I do, no one can dip below a certain amount
Right.
of like
That was actually,
faction.
I remember what it was now. It was one of the choices that you had. Like somebody gave you a choice to go here and find this thing for me, or go here and find this thing. And I chose another thing. And the factory was like a place where you could secure a weapon. It wouldn't have helped me because it was like an energy weapon I don't use. I'm very confident in the build that I have a shotgun and like a sniper rifle. Like it's best of both worlds, basically. Attack from far and then just go up and just blast them.
Yeah, like you're describing, one of the things I love about this is that what you do affects the rest of your experience in the game and in the world. Obviously not for other players, but for you. So whether it's people liking you or disliking you, whether it's in some cases entire groups of people still being alive or not based on decisions that you
Yeah.
make, like they
Yeah,
make
I
you
remember
judge
Kyle
jury,
telling
in
me
some
he like
cases
nuked a
execute
planet
someone.
or a town or
Yeah,
something. and
I was like,
what?
a town,
Half the town.
I guess I wiped out a town that I'd never been to. I'd never been, so I was like, yeah, no, wipe them out. I've never been there. So.
Yep.
I don't know what that is. So
I had a hacker build, so I like hacked it and was like, anyway, everybody's safe now. And then I went to that town and I was like, everybody seems brainwashed here. I should have wiped them out.
Yeah, maybe I should have killed him. Yeah, they definitely have a lot of choices to make. Some of them will even lead to you totally missing some side characters, so like some companions even. So like, it has a lot that that you can replay, try again, different personality traits. You'll find some things you can't do if you don't have certain skills or certain traits, and so the problem with this for some folks, and I you can see right there, you can't get in unless you have brawny or engineering, which I, by the way, went full engineering as much as I could, so I can fix a lot of stuff.
Smart.
But I
Same.
can't do. There's a lot of stuff I can't do.
I didn't do
but,
either, and those are the two things you run into the most: is engineering and
see it a lot.
browning your way. And I didn't do either,
Yeah.
so like, there's just a lot of places I'm just like, well, you can't get in there.
Okay.
And I
Yeah,
can't
I
hack
chose,
either, so yeah, I didn't go into any door open.
I'm like the
can't hack.
same as
I
Kyle.
missed
Like
that a lot.
I looked, I don't know if Kyle, actually, I might have talked to you about it, Kyle. I just Googled like I think you sent me your build. You were like, just focus your points on these. So I did that for like charismatic engineer basically, and I put like a lot of other stuff into hacking, so I could still access a lot. But even then, like if I don't have certain gun thing, like guns is barely anything, melee's nothing, stealth is barely like.
Same.
So in combat, I'm just going to rely on the game being an easy difficulty because that's what I set it on. Whatever. And
I've died a bunch in this game. I'm
I
like,
know.
It's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, this game on normal's tough, man. Yeah, like it humbles you. It's like, dude, you are not coming at this the right way, and you're dead now. It's like, all right.
Multiple times.
That's
I've
not
been
me.
like,
That is not me.
my save is right before this fight, and I can't get out of here. Am I screwed? So I've had to like really buckle down and try to cheese
Yeah.
it or sneak around the edges or whatever. And by the way, this scene right here, did you guys do this side quest where one of the big bug looking things is given the role of like leading the outpost, and this guy insists on listening to it? Did you get
Oh
that one?
yeah. I did do that
This
one. Yeah.
It's this guy right here, and he's got
Yeah,
stuff on his head.
in command, like this bug thing that like the watcher or whatever of this
Oh yeah, they
base.
call it executive Wudge Tech, and you got to make
Yeah.
sure that you do what it needs. And
Yeah.
but it's one of those big like praying mantis looking enemies, and it's got a helmet on, and they listen to whatever it tells them to do. Like it's so
Well, and
silly.
he
Like, they
acts
don't.
as the translator, and only he
That's
can
right.
understand them. So it's like
Yeah,
there's
he's the only one who can
obviously
understand him, right?
some collusion going on there. But yeah, it's
Yeah.
fun. And this game is very, again, like I think a lot of people were towing the line. It's like it's just not as funny, and I'm like, it's pretty funny. It's a pretty funny game.
There's still some
It's
humorous
pretty,
stuff.
yeah.
going on.
It's a pretty cynical game, but like it's pretty. There's still a lot of lighthearted stuff going on in it too. And I will say that like there's a cool tonal shift in the game where like the game does start off as kind of like I'm just on a revenge mission. A lot of that going on in 2025 with Ghost of Yotei and Assassin's Creed and this and Octopath Traveler, and I'm sure I'm missing 10 more, but like there something happens and like it becomes about bigger things, and I like that. I like that like this game like made some room to like really dive into its concept in a bigger way outside of just being like I want to nail this person for justice or whatever.
Yep.
So yeah, I'm very into this game, and there's no reason other than just like not playing games at all right now. That's the only reason I'm not playing it, I guess.
There are other things about it that kept it from being like incredibly high on my personal favorites list. That doesn't mean it's not good. And as an RPG, it stood out to me like really good overall RPG experience for me personally. So yeah, I love it. I think it's great. All right, moving on. We've got Final Fantasy Tactics. Just want to show this one for our buddy Dan, who's not here. And yes, I realize that the Ivalice Chronicles is a remake of an old game. Totally get that, but it's absolutely worth a look, time and energy. Speaking of RPG, like the depth here with your character classes and the way that you level up and the way that you organize things and equip everybody, there's plenty to love here if you're an RPG fan, especially if you like strategy. And Dan is not a turn-based strategy guy usually, so
he's not a tactics guy.
He's not a tactics guy, but he loved this game. It was his first time finishing it, so I know he really enjoyed his time with it. So wanted to highlight this one too. So yeah, Final Fantasy Tactics, Ivalice Chronicles, excellent RPG.
One of the best stories you can consume, like in the medium. This game.
That's what I've heard. I never finished it, but I played it a lot back in the day. I've heard it's great. I played the second one on Game Boy Advance, though. That one I did play. Interesting.
I played that one too.
Pivot. Yeah. All right, moving on. This is definitely my top. Let me get past the ad. There we go. This is Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. So this is the kind of one of the first major 2025 games that made everybody turn their head and go, wait, what is this one? At that point we still thought GTA was going to come out potentially at towards the end of 2025. So we knew it was going to be a big year for games. We just didn't know it for the right reasons. We didn't know what Clair Obscur was going to be. We didn't know what this game was going to be. It's been kind of fun to have these, in some people's opinions, masterpieces land this year. It's been pretty great. But this game, we've talked about it a lot, so I won't say too much more about it for this, except to say it fully immerses you in this Eastern European historical fiction setting. Like a lot of it is historically accurate. A lot of the names, a lot of the people who are in charge, people that you meet even a lot of times are real people. The developer is a Czech developer, and a lot of this is Czech history. So it's not like they don't know what they're talking about. Like a lot of it really.
They still got called woke, but they do know what they're talking about. And they got called woke nonstop when this game came out.
And cut to Skyrim. I understand why this review from Skill Up. This review from Skill Up is comparing it to a lot of these other games for a reason. There's a level of immersion and
this is the most immersive game ever made. I think. I honestly think that. I don't think you can play a more immersive thing than this. This is it. This is the pinnacle.
Yep. Yeah, I would highly recommend it to folks who played stuff like Witcher 3 and just got lost in that world. And that's the only game they wanted to play, and they became obsessed with it. I do think this appeals to that same type of gamer. It's got unique systems that take a little while to learn, but once you get them, you're like, this is the best and I love it. It took me a minute on the first person Melee, but I really like what they did with it. Even if, there's probably better versions of that, they did a really good job with it overall. The writing and acting is fantastic. And by the way, the two main actors who play the two main leads, the two best friends in the game, they've done a lot of like streaming and content around playing this game, which also I think Jennifer English has done with Claire Obscure. So it's kind of cool when voice actors get in on the content creation around their game. So anyway, very cool game. Highly recommend it. One of the best RPGs, definitely of this year, for me. All right, I think that might be. Oh, there's one more. Forgot one. Expedition 33.
How dare you?
It's good.
Is
Yeah, it's fine.
yeah, we don't need to talk about this. Who needs to hear about this? I remember when we first saw this revealed, I didn't think much about it. I know that Dan and
Yeah.
Kyle especially were excited about, hey, this reminds me of like Final Fantasy X kind of with the way the combat looks. So it's got that vibe of like modern turn-based. I'm really and I was like, whatever, maybe, I guess. Turns out that as an RPG, we'll talk about gameplay for this later, I'm sure, in that category, but as an RPG, there's so much to do here to tailor the gameplay, to level up, to upgrade, to do all this kind of optional content, to get optional weapons and level them up if you want to. Builds is a big part of this too. You can
Sorry,
actually
I'm
literally
laughing
do
because this
builds
person
in this
sucks
game.
at the combat. It's crazy.
Yeah, this is from GamerRanks.
It is
They
a lot
missed that.
harder on normal and hard. Just Jeff,
It is.
FYI.
Yeah.
Everyone's playing
Yeah,
on easy.
Yeah, those timing windows do get small, but hey,
They're so
this
small.
is a fantastic.
By the way,
RPG.
I
know
played
both-
it on easy, Jeff. That's not a knock. I was
Oh,
so
okay.
quick to turn this game on easy. Yeah, I was just.
Oh,
like,
I see. Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
I played it on normal,
because the
and-
windows are very short, and the boss
I
battles
played on
are
normal,
very
and there are
long.
times when I'm in the groove, and I was like, I got the timing down. And there are
Yeah.
times, especially with some enemies, they do like fake out attacks, or their patterns are a little off, and it doesn't quite hit in the order that I expect. Where I really got demolished and had to really pay attention and learn. They all have tells;
Yeah.
they just get more and more challenging. And
As the
and
game
you
goes
need to,
on, even easy gets hard. Like
Yeah.
that game is
Yeah.
tough. So not like insurmountable by any means, but you're just
well,
like,
it still
oh, these
has
guys
that
are
feeling
really-
that Kyle described earlier.
guys
Of
are really
like you'll
knocking
show
me
up to a
around.
you'll show up to a big world boss that's totally optional, and it will kill your whole team in one hit. And you're like, I'm clearly underleveled for this. And so that's where a lot of that RPG thing comes in. Like, am I going to go and play more of the game, or maybe even I'm going to go grind for a little while and then come back and face this thing?
Did you see what they said
but
about
it
the final
definitely has
boss recently? This is not a spoiler,
Uh.
Jeff. I'm not gonna spoil it.
Oh,
The
okay.
creator was like, "We heard you guys complaining about how easy the final boss was. We didn't expect everyone to do all the side stuff, so you guys were too over leveled for the boss." And I
That
was
was
like,
me.
"That's funny." Yeah,
Yeah.
they're like, y'all made a fantastic game. And you didn't think everyone's gonna interact with every piece of content, right? So,
Yeah.
you guys
they
really
could've
are
scaled
humble.
it.
Wow.
They could have scaled it with you a little bit. That way, if you go right
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
story, it's challenging. But if you do a lot of
Yeah.
side stuff, it could. But because
No, I'm doing
I will
all
say this
the side
too.
stuff I can find for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the
Yeah.
end game is
Well,
tough. Yeah, the end game's tough. Like,
another
I get a little
thing,
guide
too,
to
is
know where to go next because it's a you
the
could run into
dialogue
someone
is
who's
so
like that's a level 90 character. Ugh.
Yep.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, the dialogue is so important, even in combat, especially some of those key story-based fights, the boss fights, that final boss fight. I discovered that I missed because I've watched a few others play that final just to see like what their choices were at the end and stuff. And there was content that I missed because I was a little over leveled and went and finished the boss fight off too fast. And there's actually some really compelling emotional dialogue that's happening throughout some of these boss fights.
Oh, but
And I'm
you
like,
burned through it
crap.
too quickly and you missed it.
I burned
That's-
through it too
Oh,
quick
man.
because it was too strong at the end.
That's funny.
So, but again, that's to me, it's part of what makes this game so fantastic. The fact that I was upset that I missed a few lines of dialogue on my playthrough tells you how immersed I was in this world, in this game, how much I cared about these characters. Even seeing it now makes me want to fire it up again because it's so good. So the RPG-ness
same.
of this is so excellent. So
Yeah.
anyway. Let
Yeah.
me skip.
Man, this
past it. I
person
don't
is
wanna
getting
jump
owned.
to spoilers.
That's a real
Yeah, it
that's
does
a real
suck,
bummer
you're
for
right.
them.
Yeah. sure
He's not even
they're gonna-
trying.
They're gonna quit the game and be like, I don't even know why people like this game.
The only other game
True.
I just wanted to mention because again I like Obsidian, Avowed. I mean, for the hours that I did put into it, I had a really, really good time with it and had a hard time putting it down. I think the exploration is just, I mean, it's just different than Outer Worlds 2. Outer Worlds 2 is a lot more dense, obviously, with the dialogue, obviously. Combat's going to be different because it's fantasy, of course, with some guns. Shoot stuff, pew pew, and get a shield, maybe. But
The combat in this game is
talking,
fantastic.
yeah, the combat's really fun actually in this game.
Yeah. You get some really cool
but yeah,
special
there's
moves.
still a lot of like team building and dialogue choices that impact the story and stuff. And I love the magic stuff too. The wand, fighting with the wand is really fun.
This game just got announced for
yeah.
PS5 coming in February 17th, I think.
Oh, sweet.
And then
Yeah,
it's launching with the big 2.0 like everything's different update or
They're
whatever.
updating
This
a
is
bunch
like
of
the-
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the
Cool.
new thing where it's like we're having a
I mean, the
second
setting
coming
is
out
just
party.
it's just beautiful to look at, man. I just remember.
Yeah, I just didn't play it much.
Yeah.
I played like 10 hours and loved every second of it. And like now it's
Yeah.
coming on PS5, buying it, playing it, beating it. So
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm very excited for this.
Yeah. Good call out on Avowed. I had forgotten about that.
Yeah.
One. There you go. There's
Lots of
Avowed.
people
Most people
did.
like it too. It's not that it's an unsung hero. I just don't think a lot of people played it. Like the people who did play it,
That's
they're like,
true.
"Oh, I like this." Like
Yeah,
But I think it is.
a lot of
I think
people
it is an
think of it
unsung
like
hero.
Outer Worlds 2, where they like it a
Yeah.
lot, maybe even
Mhm.
love it, but it's
Yeah.
just it's hard to line those up against some of the absolute masterpieces this year. That doesn't take away from these games though. Like Avowed is
Yeah.
just-
Well,
Oh, and I
Yeah,
will
right.
I will add as well that it's not a swimming in sevens game because I looked for that too. It's like
It's an 8.
in the
yeah.
eights.
It's
Yeah.
solid 8s.
So yeah, people do
Yeah.
like it a lot. Or it's
Yeah.
crap, depending on your scale, I guess.
yeah.
I
8 out of
remember
10 is
trying to make the
terrible.
audacious statement that Starfield was overwhelmingly well received because it had an 86 on whatever one of the critic
Oh,
aggregators.
you might as well.
And
You might as well have said your mom's joke to somebody. Like they were so offended.
They actually like I think the comment back was just the word overwhelmingly ? And I was like, yeah, I think so. I think that's fair to say
Yeah.
that most reviewers received it well. I didn't say most reviewers had it as a number one. I just said it was well received overwhelmingly.
Yeah.
Which it was. And
Yeah.
I think that's true of this
Yeah.
one too, even if some people didn't like it as much.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Starfield's
sorry
a
for
10
being
out of 10.
positive, world.
Excuse me.
10 out of 10.
I
10 out
have
of 10.
Tourette's. I have Tourette's. Sorry. Starfield's a 10 out of 10. Sorry.
Totally fair. It's totally fair. All right.
Or at least a 9 out
Well,
of 10.
guys-
At the very least.
Well, it is time to rank something together here. We're gonna lean into
Rank Together sounds like a bad Nintendo game.
rank together! Exclamation
Rank
point.
Together! Yeah, so you can even hear the
Yeah.
jingle in your head.
All right, guys, now get ready to waggle your Wiimotes. Okay,
Yeah.
so we're gonna talk about best
What?
gameplay. Jeff, don't get upset about Wiimote waggling. Okay, it's okay.
No, there's some times whenever
Don't
I'm
upset.
doing mini games in like WarioWare, and I'm like, Nintendo, really?
Which one of your developers
You're
is
having
using
a
a
bunch of
shake weight
kids
when they
doing
developed
what?
this?
Gestures while playing this game? Excuse me.
You remember the shake weight? I feel like they've used the shake weight in their offices a lot.
They've done it
Like,
a
this
few
is
times.
great.
They're like starting position. Like no,
You're like, I'm not doing this.
no.
I'm not doing this. I'm returning my Switch to the store
Can I
immediately.
skip my turn?
All right, so we're going to talk about best gameplay in 2025. Now, this category, for our intents and purposes, is pretty much anything that you have control over in the game and make a case for whether that's the combat elements. If you want to make a case that your dialogue choices is a key part of the gameplay and why that made it good, that's fine. You can make that argument. It could be about how you shape a team or your character. Character creator can even be like a small, at least, if not a big, element of gameplay. Anything that you control, I think, factors into how the game is played. And usually I lean to my gut is to lean towards combat or like the main mechanic of the game, I guess, if it's a puzzle game or something. But it is more than that. I want to recognize that. But just so you guys know ahead of time, I usually think mostly about how you're interacting with other characters, which in most games is fighting. It's usually just how most
Yeah.
games
It's
are
true.
constructed.
That's how they
So
get
Definitely
it.
come
that's
at it
where
from like
I
a feel,
default to.
you know, like
Yeah.
does it feel good? Yeah.
Yeah, you could do like with jumping if it's a platformer, you know, with the way the character moves, all that. Totally fair. Totally fair game, of course, for gameplay. But anyway, so I actually I've got the ones that I have ranked pretty high, and so I'm gonna read off some of these. I didn't move over recommended ones yet, so I'll just let you guys start listing some off. Let me share my screen so you can see.
Do you have egging on in there? Just kidding.
I do not. I apologize.
Jeff is immediately going to be like, baby steps, best gameplay.
There's gameplay.
Egging on is baby steps, but with an egg. That's what it is.
Oh,
wow. Sounds amazing.
Escape
It's
from
on Game
Duck Top,
Pass.
or whatever
Yeah.
that other one is.
Oh my gosh. That's phenomenal.
Duck Top.
All right. Well, we'll do the next best egg game. We'll do the next category. Best egg related game.
And it's literally like Dark Souls with an egg, basically. Like if you crack it,
Yeah.
you got to start over.
Nice.
It's ridiculous.
That really is. And I love that. All right. We'll go reverse alphabetical this time. And so I'll start, and then we'll go to Kyle and then Jeff to pick games that we want considered for our best gameplay
Hold on a minute.
category.
Carmen San Diego. What is this? 1995?
That's right.
Dude. Carmen San
I didn't know there was a new
Diego.
one. That's wild. Anyway, sorry. Go
That might have
ahead.
been from last year. This could have been a
It's an
mistake, but
open
I'm pretty
world
sure it came
GTA
out.
style game where you kill hookers.
Yeah.
As Carmen
Yeah,
San Diego.
totally it is.
Like,
Yeah, it's Carmen Gone Wild. It's the sequel no one wanted. You know what I mean?
Oh my god.
All right, so I'll kick things off. I'm gonna move over. Well, we just talked about the gameplay, so let's just move Great
Yeah.
Obscure over.
Yeah.
All right,
sure.
Yeah.
Kyle, what about you? What do you want to move over to games to consider?
Battlefield 6.
Battlefield 6.
Oh, I still got to play this, but it's still
Jeffrey?
full price. Of course it is.
Of course it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Best selling game of the year. Beat Call of Duty.
I choose business ethics. No.
Business
Sorry, that's a Billy Madison reference.
Business ethics.
The thing's that.
I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Everyone in
I
this
will
room is now
go.
dumber.
Yeah, everyone in this room is now dumber. That's my favorite speech. in
Yeah, I
history.
think I'm gonna go with my heart and go with Ghost of Yote.
Ghost of Yote. That's one of the ones that Dan picked too, by the way. We'll try to make sure we give
Oh, sweet.
Dan's pick some attention. So that's one he wanted moved over for sure. Okay, let me go with let me scroll down a bit. Oh,
Did he give you any
bring over
like
Kingdom.
additional ones or?
he just gave me a few to pick for each of
Oh, okay.
these.
Gotcha.
And one of them was Ghost of Yote for best gameplay.
Sweet.
Which is another one that I would have had on mine as well. I think all of us
Yeah.
love the gameplay in that one for sure. All right, so I
That's
moved
fine.
over Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
Mm.
Kyle?
Oh,
Anything?
gosh, why is this so hard? Keep scrolling up.
That is what she said.
Oh, put Death Stranding over. Yeah, put Death Stranding over.
That's what Dan wanted you to do, you know? That's what he wanted.
Yeah.
Although
7 out of
Dan,
10.
you did not pick this as one of your top 3 gameplay games, Dan. I'm disappointed. So just
He
wanted to highlight-
he did say just to pick this for every category, so
he did say to pick it
Yeah,
for
he did.
everything, but then he didn't follow that up on
Yeah.
his actual list he sent me. So I'm disappointed.
He didn't
rude.
have time to type LOLJK when his butthole was.
Oh,
in
what,
a
his
explosion.
his asshole being exploded is really getting to his brain.
Really, equilibrium is totally off. All right, Jeff, you pick one.
Okay. Can you scroll back down? You were close to the bottom, and it was a game I thought Kyle was gonna pick when he saw it, but then I remembered he, honoring Dan's wishes. Split
mhm.
Fiction.
Split Fiction.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna throw over Shinobi Art of Vengeance, which I know has gotten a lot of love
Yeah.
from us already in our first episode, but that gameplay is phenomenal. Kyle, what do you want to bring over?
Scroll back up again. Man, I had it at the time. Oh, Ninja Gaiden 4.
Oh yeah.
Go.
Great
Gameplay
one.
is
4.
incredible.
Jeff, what about you?
Okay. Well, let me look at my list.
Do that.
Doom: The Dark Ages.
Dan, Doom.
Oh, yeah,
and
there
then
you
we'll
go.
pick
Yeah.
Dan's. Doom is fantastic, and Dan wants to add in Donkey Kong Bonanza, which would have been one of
Right.
mine as well. Great gameplay there. All right, I'm going to bring over Hades 2.
Of course.
All right, Kyle, anything else jump out at you?
Monster Hunter Wilds. Gameplay is great.
Wilds.
Gameplay loop.
Yes, it is.
Gameplay though. Yes.
It's fair. That is fair.
I'm
Jeff.
I still don't know how to say it, man. Absalom.
Same.
Absalom.
Absalom.
Yeah. Anyway, let's move that crap over.
Absolum.
Absalom.
Absalom.
I think we landed on Absolum. At the end of last time.
Absolute.
So, yeah, I think that's where we landed. I'm gonna bring over Assassin's Creed Shadows because I'm a corporate shill. Kyle.
I was gonna bring over Borderlands 4, but I think Randy Pitchford doesn't deserve it. So leave it right there, Tim. Don't move it over even.
I love that. That is great.
I just wanted to dunk on Pitchford for no
Gonna
reason.
bring over Avowed since
scroll
we
down
just
a
talked
little
about that a little bit.
Nah, he deserves it. He's a weirdo.
He's kind of a weirdo. Where's the? Never mind. It's fine. I just want to acknowledge Dynasty Warriors Origins, but don't bring
Okay.
it over. I think
Okay.
a lot of mechanics going on that are great.
I wish I had played
I
Ender
don't know.
Magnolia Bloom in the Mist. I haven't played
I
it. So
heard-
I want to finish
yeah.
the first game.
Heard that's excellent.
Keep scrolling down for me. It's just all bad gameplay this year. That's why it's so hard. You know?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Just so not fun to play.
Like a dragon
Jeez.
pirate Yakuza.
I mean, it's fine.
gameplay?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, it's great, but no. The old country just kind of okay. Like it's competent. I like it a lot, but I don't know if I'd be like, well, I'm grooving with this game.
Okay.
Mind's Eye, obviously, bring it over. Mind's Eye.
my gosh.
Do we have
10 out
Mind's
of
Eye?
10. 10 out
You know what?
of
I
10.
truly believe this. Mario Kart World. I just tell me where you can find a better
World.
feeling kart racing game. Show it to me.
Try Sonic, bro. I'm just kidding. Mario Kart.
Yeah, I was about to say
Um,
that. Took the words out of my
yeah.
mouth.
Bet you it's not as polished. Bet you that game crashes.
I don't know whether to. What was a? Kyle just did this with a game that he loved and I is not going to bring over. I will mention. We all love this game, but it's just not. Can we punish a game that doesn't have enough gameplay? The actual gameplay that you do in Dispatch is excellent. The actual dispatching is fantastic, but I don't.
Yep.
It's not solid enough of an argument to make a list, in my opinion.
Okay, that's fair.
I don't know
think
how
it's
you guys
top
feel
10
about that.
material, but
Yeah.
here's how I look at it, and Kyle, I'm curious what you think too. I was just pleasantly surprised that there was a competent, dare I say, fun gameplay element to that
Yes.
game at all.
Yeah.
Like it
Yeah,
didn't need
yeah.
that. It was still a fun experience without
Right.
that.
I agree.
I mean, the Telltale games
Uh,
don't usually have a gameplay loop like that. They usually just have
Right.
dialogue choices and story, and so
And that's it. And they
Like,
rely on you
and
walking around
bad
derpily.
running or
Yeah.
shooting. Yeah.
Right. Right.
So that's why I wanted to at least give it a shout out because I do like the
good,
competent, more
pleasantly
than competent.
surprising
Yeah.
gameplay inclusion for sure.
But the
Yep.
actual game I want to move over is, unless you already said it and I spaced out, Shinobi, Art of Vengeance.
I did move it over. Yep.
You
Shinobi.
did? So let's do Marvel then.
Mhm.
Cosmic
Oh,
Invasion.
yeah.
Nice.
So good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cosmic Invasion. Good call. I'm gonna bring over Metroid Prime 4 Beyond.
Of
I
course.
think the gameplay and that's
I
good.
love the
Totally
gameplay
forgot
from
about
the
that.
Yep.
That's good in that game.
Yep. Okay.
Scrolling down.
Does
Scrolling down.
anything else, Kyle, that you want to bring over? I've got a bunch that I can just start listing off, but I don't want to miss one that maybe you guys want to have. I don't know.
Yeah, I can start
First
listing them off.
consideration, I
Nothing's really jumping out to me.
Okay.
Start listing them.
All right. Let me go back to the top here. All right. I think we should bring over. If you guys didn't play Ball X Pit, I just want to give that a shout out, kind of like you guys just did. I didn't play enough of it to really vouch for it, but what I did play, it's a very unique sort of brick breaker meets. I don't even know how else to describe it, but it's a brick breaker with this cool RPG city building mechanics all mixed together, and it gets wild. It gets like these crazy bullet hell style things that are happening. So Ball X Pit is actually a really fun game. Blade Chimera is a fun Metroidvania that I didn't get super far into.
It's so
but it has
good.
Pretty solid combat.
Oh, this
pretty
game was so
solid.
great. I really like this game.
Yeah.
Bring it over.
I
I,
need to play it
like
more.
the combat in that game a lot. Yeah, it's not going to get on the list.
This
but
is
bring
my
it over.
this is my first time hearing about this game.
Oh, this is
for
like
some
one of the
Blade
first
Chimera.
games I played last year, and was like
Mm.
so blown away by how like good
Really
it was.
cool
The
game.
song, the
I've
music
seen it
in
play
it's
more.
outstanding. The
Mhm.
graphics are great. And yeah, the
Yep.
combat's very cool.
Isn't it,
Yeah,
by the
I
way,
agree.
this year, isn't it disappointing that we can't speak to COD actually being like a good gameplay? Like
I know, I'm
that's
skipping Black
that
Ops
was
7.
their
Yeah,
thing.
I'm skipping it.
Dude, I
Yeah.
got
It's
friends who
so
are playing
bad.
multiplayer like this is the best the multiplayer's ever been. I'm like,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
is not the narrative that's being passed around. Get that narrative.
what
If
I'm
that's
hearing.
true, y'all need to get that narrative out there because that is not the
Yep.
narrative that's going on right
Yep.
now.
I agree.
Can you bring Dune
I
over?
agree.
Actually, I really like Dune Awakening. I thought the combat, I
Dune
thought all
Awakening.
the mechanics in that game were really, really, really interesting.
Yep.
And I thought the
Yep.
combat was really cool, like where you have to hold down. I was playing on mouse and keyboard, so you had to like hold, the mouse button to like slow your blade to penetrate the shield and stuff like that. Just like super cool, you know. Usually
Yep.
for these
I
MMO
totally agree.
survival games, like the combat is not something that's usually good. So
Yep.
Oh,
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Kyle mentioned, I think, or both of you did when you were already scrolling near it, Avowed, giving it a shout out. Again, I might have been
Yeah.
spacing out because a friend of mine was asking for a favor, but Outer
No
Worlds
worries.
2 is similar, like for me. I don't know if you already moved it over.
I'm just gonna move 'em
No, we
over,
don't
even
have to
though I
move
blessed.
over
I-
Avowed.
I'm gonna move them both over. Here's what I think.
oh, okay.
I think both of these have solid to great gameplay, depending on your personal preferences, how you do your character builds, how much time and attention you give it. You can have
Yeah.
a blast, I think, with both of these games. I think there's an argument
Right.
to be made. I don't know if there are top
Well,
10,
also
but
to
I
think
think they're
about
both.
the Outer Worlds 2's improvement in not just like obviously there's a more dense RPG dialogue, focused interactions and stuff, but the actual shooting in the game is so much better. Like the shooting,
Yeah.
the
yeah.
melee, it's just so much better than the first
Well,
one. It's not even
and when
funny.
you're comparing Avowed to its counterpart Skyrim, like it's hard for me to go back and play Skyrim after playing Avowed because like the combat is so much better in Avowed. It just is.
People don't
true.
want to hear
of course,
that, but
Skyrim
I
is
think you're right.
is a over 10-year-old
Yeah.
game also.
Did you
but,
already
like,
shout
yeah,
out?
just-
Yeah, that's true. Sorry to interrupt. Did you already shout out
No.
Terminator 2D No Fate at all?
No,
Tim?
I was gonna bring that one over.
Heck yeah.
That was fantastic arcade.
I still
I'm
need
also
to
gonna
play
bring
it.
over
I
the
haven't
Altars.
If I
downloaded it.
played the Altars, I probably would be bringing that over. I bet the gameplay
Yeah,
is
I'm gonna
same
bring
here.
over
really
the
awesome.
Altars. The
So
Altars has
unique.
such a unique loop. It's
Yeah.
definitely worth a look. Okay, let me see if there's anything else I'm missing here.
No WWE this year?
Okay.
I again, another game I've had downloaded, and I'm like, it's another wrestling game. Like I just haven't played it yet.
Always a new story is. Yeah, like the dumb.
So Dan didn't
What
say
about
anything
Silent
about
Hill
Silent
F?
Hill F. He didn't say anything about that one.
I didn't play it.
Interesting.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
play it. Yeah, I hear the gameplay is the thing that is maybe the worst part of this game, but I haven't
Interesting.
played it. That's just what people are
Yeah.
saying. They don't like the combat. They made it a little too like stamina-y, soulsy, which again that's a really loaded term. I don't like it. We've had that
Yeah.
conversation 1,000 times.
Hollow
but
Knight.
stamina-based,
Let's bring over
evading
Hollow
type
Knight.
of gameplay that just didn't really work well.
Hyrule
Interesting.
Warriors, Kyle.
It's good, but it is a
Some gameplay
Muso
for it?
game. But it's very good. It's just a Muso game.
FBC
It's
Firebreak. Remember that, guys? Remember when that came out?
I do.
No. Okay. Me neither.
I'm mad. I'm mad that like now like they have like a blemish on their record. Like
Yeah,
y'all
I
have, like,
know.
a perfect batting average. Like
Come
why
on,
did
Remedy.
y'all do that? Like it makes me so mad. Y'all didn't learn after writing for that. What's that like bad Korean game that they like wrote the single player for?
yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? It was just an awful.
Was
just
it the
so awful.
Crossfire X one?
X
right?
Yes.
Crossfire or something like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm like, you guys didn't like get your fill of failure from that. Like,
Yeah.
So ridiculous.
No
We wanna
lessons
do
to
our own
learn. Let's
version
keep
of that.
going.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm gonna say Hell is Us, even though it's got its flaws and is
Dan would probably
more of an
appreciate
honorable
that.
mention. But boy, it's got really unique, very unique combat and gameplay. Although it does start, it's unique and then it becomes repetitive. So I know that kind of sounds like it contradicts itself, but it is a unique take. And after a while, it's like, all right.
Is it because of the
thing.
length of the game? Do you think? Like maybe
I
if
think the
they
game's too long, and there's
condensed it?
so much backtracking that I'm like,
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
kind of got tired of doing that, even though it is a cool game. All right, let's see here. Keep Driving is unique. I don't know if I would call the gameplay great, but the setting and the visuals are really cool. I didn't try Lego Voyagers. I wanted to. I just never tried it. But it looks like the unique little like physics-based Lego pieces flopping around trying to get from island to island.
Floppy.
I had a lot of fun
Very
playing
floppy.
Mafia: The Old Country, but it's just another,
Yeah,
in a good way.
again, like,
It's another
I think the gameplay's
third-person cover shooter.
competent,
Yeah,
But like,
yeah.
is this competent?
It got me
mean great,
from
you
cutscene to
know?
cutscene.
Yeah, it did its job.
And I
more
like.
than
I think we all
efficiently.
said last week. It's like we all like the gameplay of that game. It's just
Yeah.
like I don't know if I'd it's making any top 10.
It'll come up in a different topic. It's fine.
Yeah. I
Which
agree.
one?
I agree with that. All right. I think that's most of them. Let me make sure I'm not forgetting something. We've got Ragebound. I want to bring over Ragebound. Amazing
good.
gameplay in that game. Oh, what about
I'll bring
Octopath
over
Traveler
Octopath
Zero?
Traveler. I don't think it'll make the top 10
Oh
list.
yeah.
It's not really changing anything, but it
No,
still
but it's
continues
still
to be
great. Yeah.
it still continues to be one of the best turn-based games out
Pokemon
there.
Legends
So
ZA.
I like the combat in that game. I wouldn't bring it over though. I think the combat in that game is
We'll let it
the
we'll let it sit there.
one
I'll
of
bring
the
it back.
only
Power Wash
thing
Simulator
good
2.
about that
Yes,
game.
I played and completed all the missions in Power Wash Simulator 2. Yes, I have a problem. It is exactly the same as the previous game with few slight improvements, but just more things to clean and more silliness, and it's fun. But no, I'm not bringing it over.
Heard you can
I
pet
wonder
cats.
I think if you're
Go ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna say with Rematch, the people who made Sifu made a soccer game that's kind
Right.
of Rocket League esque. It's
Yeah.
very unique. I'm bad at it, but I only gave it about 15 minutes, so it's probably unfair of me to even say that to myself. But like, it's cool. It is. Cool,
I was gonna say at
but
least like if we had put actual time into it and like committed to it, I wonder if we'd be like, no, guys,
might have liked it.
hear me out.
Oh,
Rematch.
oh my gosh. Please bring over Inazuma 11 Victory Road for gameplay.
Yes.
And I'm never gonna talk you
Do
guys into that.
I don't even
one,
think I
so
have
I'm
it.
just
I
gonna-
don't think I have it on
I'm
here,
just-
Kyle. I'm
You
just gonna
don't.
type
You
it in.
hate. You hate Japanese games. I know.
How do you spell
You
it?
hate Japanese soccer games. Don't. Yeah, who's a fake fan now?
Zuzu.
Yep, that's right.
right?
Zuzu
Yep.
Studio.
Okay.
That's all right.
Mama.
I'm not gonna talk you guys. Like, this is just for me. I'm not like. There's no way I'm gonna be like, guys. No, it's really good.
And
I
Zuma
think I
11
got it.
Victory Road, right?
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, it's good.
I think I spelled it right. Let me just zoom in to make sure that
Perfect.
looks correct to everybody.
Oh my gosh, I
Yep.
keep trying to hit all on Google and it takes me to AI. I don't want your AI.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
It's so stupid.
That's right. You nailed it. You absolutely nailed it.
Oh my god, I can't.
It looks ridiculous. Hey, I've been playing.
Y'all are
this
talking about
game,
y'all's dumb, boring soccer game, and I have the real soccer game. All right, like that's all I
True.
want to know.
It's true. I'm glad you thought of that one because that's actually one I literally have looked at the store listing on Steam and been like, because the way you described it has me sold on it. But I'm like
it's so
$70. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna
It's
wait.
so
But
expensive. It's insane. Such an incredible
looks
video
fun.
game.
It looks super
It's so
fun. I do
incredible.
wanna
I'm
play it.
like, it makes me so mad how good it is. Like,
Yeah,
it's-
I
it's-
do want to
it's
play it.
incredible.
I've heard nothing but great things about it. I've been playing this little game, Sea Fantasy. If you liked the fishing mini game of Stardew Valley, where it's just a little thing that bounces back and forth, you got to hit timing. It's basically that's built out into this full-length pixel-based RPG. It is a cute but repetitive little game called Sea Fantasy. That one's fun, but not worth bringing over for sure. Silent Hill F. None of us have played that one, right? Except for Dan. And
Right.
Yeah.
He didn't list
Yeah.
it. Okay.
Sniper Elite. I know those games are like really good. I've never gotten into that series though, but I hear the
I played a couple of them.
trajectory and the
Resistance,
drop
though.
rates. Like I hear that this is like a really, if you like sim,
Yeah.
snipers, like that's like this is like the game.
I think I played 3 and 5.
I just
Something
know,
like
and
that.
this
I never-
is Jeff.
didn't
This
play
is
it.
you're gonna like this. When you shoot people, it'll like X-ray, so it'll show you the
Yeah.
internal damage the bullet does, and you can shoot their privates
Crunches
and
through their
watch
skull
their
and stuff. Yes.
watch
you
their
can.
like.
I have played a Sniper Elite
genitals
before, and I've seen that.
explode.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, great. Yeah, it's
And
the
you
only
can get a
reason I ever
double
wanted
kill.
to play it. I'm like, I'm in.
You can line it up to get 2 enemies at once, which is super satisfying too, because
Yeah.
it goes through both of them. Yeah, it's pretty satisfying.
Yeah.
Okay, South of Midnight. I wouldn't put it up there for gameplay. I'll put it up there for lots of other stuff though, like we did with visuals for sure.
Yeah,
but
gameplay's
not with
solid.
Gameplay.
Yeah.
Let me double check my list before we move on. Oh, let me bring over Tales of Iron 2, Whiskers of Winter. And I didn't play Tainted Grail yet, but by the way, there was some
good.
funny clip that popped up. This one looks really fun. It really does. Like if you like stuff like Avowed, Skyrim, whatever, if you like those games, like I highly recommend taking a look at Tainted Grail: The Fall of Avalon. And they've only updated it since. Like it's only been improved since launch. So it was already
Yeah.
a surprisingly good kind of 8 out of 10 experience. And I think they've even built on it since then. Anyway, there was someone put up a clip of some sleeping monster animal, and you can go and try to pet it. And if you do, it'll literally bite off your hand, and now you don't have an arm, like from the elbow up. Like you can't put on a left glove anymore. Like it's
That's
like,
hilarious.
oh, okay. I guess that's my character has no
Whoops.
arm for the rest of the game. Got it. All right, I think that's everything. We brought over Outer Worlds. Okay, I think that's everything.
Vampire the Masquerade
Um,
Bloodlines 2. No one wants to. No one wants to bring
don't
that
think
one
so.
up.
Oh, you know what? Just so it gets on honorable mention list, the gameplay in First Berserker Kazan is friggin' awesome, even though I'm not great at it. but it is good. Okay, let me organize our round 1 games here. There we go.
There we go.
All right.
Sorry.
So that gives us a thanks, Mario. He's so encouraging. You know what I mean? Mario's always like, let's go. Here we go. Yippee. And I'm always like, yeah, thanks, Mario. So we've got 30-ish. And we have already acknowledged probably at least 10, maybe more, that are like, yeah, this isn't going to make the list. So as we move things over, this is where I think it's okay for me to I'll do a quick move over of ones that I think we were talking about seriously compared to ones that we were just trying to be nice to, I guess you could say. So,
Yeah.
All right. So we got Absalom. I have things to say about Assassin's Creed Shadows. Bring over Battlefield 6. Sounds like it's probably the best first-person shooter of the year, potentially. I didn't play enough Blade Chimera to fight for it, but I just wanted to acknowledge how good it is. I
acknowledge it.
Did you? Okay. Did you play much of it, Kyle?
I did, yeah. I wouldn't bring it over, but I acknowledge it's
Okay.
incredibly good Metroidvania game.
All right, I'm bringing over these next, a whole bunch of these.
Yep.
Okay, down to here. So Claire Obscure, Death Stranding, Donkey Kong Dune,
Yeah.
Ghost of Yotei, and Hades. I'm bringing all those over. Okay, I don't want to fight for Silk Song, even though I know people love the gameplay. I didn't play it enough, but that's an acknowledgement that we recognize it's good. I'll bring over Inzuzuzuzuzu Mama Maza 11.
So dumb.
The dumbest thing.
Every year I come with a Japanese game that none of y'all have played, and y'all laugh me out of this stupid podcast, and I'm over it.
I think you like it. That's why you keep going back.
I do. I do like the ridicule. I do.
I'm with you on Mario Kart World, man. I'm actually gonna bring it over for now. We might bump it if we have to, but I'm with you. It's like about as fine tuned as we've gotten for a kart game ever, even if people don't think it was.
I don't think I've ever experienced a single frame drop in that game.
It's so good. Yeah, it's so good. I think we can bring over Marvel and Metroid.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of these that need to come over.
Yeah.
Oh, how do you feel about Octopath Traveler 0? Want that over here too?
Bring it over. It's probably gonna get knocked off.
It will.
I feel I just feel really strongly about it, but like I don't. There's not a lot of innovation in that gameplay, so it'd be the same reason we don't put Call of Duty on these lists every year. No.
Yeah.
No. It's good, but
Pokemon.
Don't bring it over.
Same thing. Okay. Shinobi. I want to at least fight for it, maybe a little bit. Split Fiction is a no-brainer for me. Tales of Iron 2. I'm going to leave over here, although it's very good. The only one left really that I think, I guess there's two. Well, no, I think I'm going to leave Terminator 2D No Fate over here. Not because it's not good, but it really just has one thing it's doing. You're running and you're gunning, and it does it really well. That's pretty much it. And when I compare it to a lot of these other ones, I don't think it stands a shot. So I'm cool with leaving it over here as like the
He's mad. He's
acknowledgement.
Leaving.
Yeah, he's really mad about Terminator 2.
He's just laughing.
Yeah, it's like, how dare you do that to me again? Outer Worlds 2, I'm going to bring over briefly at least. We might change our minds.
Yeah, it'll get knocked out. I think it'll get knocked out. It's great, but look at everything else. So especially in 11.
I should probably look up the real name for that and put it in there.
I put it in the chat. I don't know how that works though.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, if it alerts you or not.
Oh, in the actual like
in the actual.
chat
Oh,
here?
sorry. Yes, in the actual whatever we're using chat.
I don't even know where to look for that. I'm sure it's here somewhere. I've never used it.
That's really
Just
funny.
being honest, I have no idea where that would even go. Oh, there
Okay, I
it
put
is.
it back in our Facebook chat anyway. Just in case. That is
All
so
right.
funny.
When Kyle comes back, his game will be named appropriately.
There it is, Kyle.
Inazuma 11, Victory Road. You can come back now. Okay.
You might just have to get
All
like
right.
some video ready for that game because I am not trying to explain how that game works again.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
word
I'll pull it
salad
up when
last
it's time
time.
to
I was
talk
like,
about
oh, it's like, yeah, there's no way.
Yeah. All right, now let's go ahead and just start naming ones that we want in the top 10. And you don't have to explain too much about it. You can just say, I really want this one in the top 10, or at least a shot at it getting in the top 10. And you don't have to go in order. It doesn't have to be like, here's my number one. You can just name one that you want. Like, for example, I really want in the top 10 Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 somewhere with all the
Yeah.
gameplay stuff that it's got going on. So that's one I for sure want in there. Jeff, is there one you definitely want in?
Split Fiction.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kyle?
Because I think it's a controversial choice and I just want it over. It is more than a package simulator. I want Death Stranding 2 over, and I'll explain later.
Death Stranding 2. Yeah, I'll trust your judgment on it. I haven't played it.
You have to. You
all
have
right.
to trust me.
I'll trust you. I'll bring over DK Bonanza because not only do I agree, but
gameplay.
also that's one of the top 3 for our buddy Dan. So let's bring that over too. Jeff, what's one that you want brought over?
It's got to be. Now I'm torn. Crap. Yeah,
Okay.
it's got to be Ghost of Yote. Screw it.
Good choice. I
Ghost of Yote. Yep. Kyle?
feel like we declare Obscure for sure, right?
Yeah. That's
everybody
what I was torn
Obscure.
between. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Like, and I think like
absolutely.
just to maybe like not go ahead and knock off Octopath Traveler 2. This is the better turn-based game. You know what I mean? Like in terms of like innovation
see.
and doing something new.
Yeah.
All right. I know I feel like I'm always giving the edge to Shinobi over Ninja Gaiden, but I just like the gameplay of it better. It's just my
I think we
personal
all
preference.
agree with
I
you.
like.
Yeah.
I think the Shinobi gameplay is amazing, top to bottom.
me
So
too.
I'd like it to be
Yeah.
in the top 10, or at least
So
fighting
same
for
here.
a spot. Jeff, what do you want to bring? over?
It would be hard for me to. It's so hard to say goodbye to Doom Dark Ages. Just because of the enhancements in the gameplay that they
I feel
added
like
for this
Dan
particular
Probably
entry.
would like that too.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's in my. I tried to do a quick top 10 ranking, and it is in my top 10 of like it's just. It was my
Yeah.
favorite first person.
Throwing the
shooter I
Shield's
played
one of my
this year,
favorite
'cause I
things
haven't
I've
played a
done
lot.
this year, for
Dude.
sure.
The shield
So
is so
good.
the shield alone is what
Sure.
does
And
it.
then even like we mentioned before last week, the scenery, like the you get on a dragon and fly around, and that game plays pretty decent for being a first person shooter. So I got to give them credit for thinking outside the box with that.
Yep. All right, Kyle. Any others want to bring over?
I feel really strongly about Ninja Gaiden 4. Like really strongly.
Ninja Gaiden 4. All right.
It's gameplay all day.
All right. So,
GPAD.
and it's okay if we go over 10. We can always trim a couple. But let's each pick one more if you've got one more.
Okay.
We're gonna trim it. Is that okay? We can trim it.
Yeah, that's fine. We're at
we
that
can
point. Yeah.
Trim it up.
Okay. All right. It's important to keep things trimmed. So let's do.
That's what she always says.
Let's.
And me too.
see. All right. I'll tell you the ones I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about Assassin's Creed Shadows because I love the gameplay. I really liked the two characters swapping and how they played so differently from each other. I loved both of them, and I love Metroid Prime 4. The gameplay, I understand it's got other weaknesses, and I actually agree with a lot of those. But man, the gameplay is so good once you get into it. So I'm battling between those two. I'm going to move over Metroid Prime 4 because it is probably more unique of the two. And for me personally, I give that a slight edge just because it's a little more unique. And Assassin's Creed Shadows, there's a couple other games that do, like Ghost of Yote does that arguably better. So
It's the most fun I've had
anyth-
stealth in since Metal Gear Solid, and I mean
So
that in the highest praise I can possibly mean it. So
yeah. Either one of you want to bring one more over to fight?
I don't know if it's Absalom is awesome.
Really good. It's really good.
it is.
Yeah, that's hard though because it's Hades 2 is I don't want to say identical, but I mean it's not identical. Let me get that straight. But there's a lot of similarities and crossover, and
Yeah.
Absalom just does it in a different way, in a more comic booky way, and
it's
multiplayer way. Yeah, I think that's why I like it more. Honestly, the game.
I liked Absalom more than Hades too as
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
and I don't mean that as a try hard take. I just like that's just
Yeah.
my taste.
We heard it that
you
way.
know?
So
Yeah, it should come off that way. To be honest, like if you talk about Hades 2 poorly, like you deserve a little hate coming your way.
But
Like, what do you
looking
think?
at looking at the things we already have over there, I don't see where Absalom would have a voice.
what it would knock out.
Yeah, that's hard for me.
Yep. Yeah.
Um,
Marvel Cosmic Invasion is so fun. It's another one that's just to me it's like similar to Terminator 2 where it's like just great arcade awesome fun, but it's got more complexity than Terminator 2 does. It's got more to do. So I'm
mhm.
open to that one. Outer Worlds 2 I think does a lot of things really great with its gameplay,
Yeah.
but I'm not sure what I would kick off to bring it over.
That's
Me
kind of
neither.
where I'm at, is what comes over and what does it fight against. Like even Battlefield 6, I think is like the most best shooting can feel. But like it's just shooting. You know what I mean? Like there's
Mhm.
nothing, there's no variation of gameplay outside of like what we've all known about that genre for a long time. And I kind of like innovation whenever we
Same.
make these
Mhm.
lists. I just think it's cooler to
Yep.
celebrate. It's easy just to go, yeah, Call of Duty and Battlefield continue to nail shooting down. Of course they do. It's the only
Right.
thing in there.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They
So
better.
that's kind of
Yeah.
I'm thinking out loud to kind of justify why I'm not like Battlefield 6. You guys are crazy, and like maybe it
Yeah.
is on like my personal list, but like I just don't think it has a fight against some of these other ones that we brought over.
Yeah.
In shooting,
Yeah, I hear you.
Doom, I think it's that because Doom is doing something different for the shooting genre. So
Yeah, and the shooting is
Mhm.
amazing in Doom, but it also has the shield, so it's got both.
yeah.
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 And I get the
Um,
stomp fulls out, and it's so
And I would say Monster Hunter Wilds is the best like the combat's ever felt, you know, in that series.
Mhm.
But I just don't know what it's gonna beat. I think
I've
it's
heard that consistently as well.
feels so good to do things
Mhm.
in that game.
It does.
Everything about that game does feel it's fun to topple big monsters. I don't think there's any like more exhilarating thing you could do than like topple giant monsters, especially in like a post Attack on Titan world where we all just want to like live out those like fantasies and stuff like that. But I don't know what's it knocking off over there. You know what I mean? Like, and there is a weird
Good question.
lukewarm thing around that game that's just like, I don't know. I don't know. I of all of these, I would say bring over Assassin's Creed Shadows. Even Inazuma
What about
11,
this
like
one?
I really like this game. But I have other darlings I want to fight for. You know what I mean? Like
Inazuma
you guys
11.
aren't gonna fight for this on. I wish it was gameplay. This is all gonna be anime, stuff or whatever, running around a school. But like
There we go.
it's turn-based, like half turn-based, half real time. Man, of course it's not going to show like a long thing of it, but like
It cuts right to a cutscene.
yeah, I mean like you use special moves, like you're trying to get in front of people, while they're dribbling the ball, and like you have like kind of a rock paper scissors battle of whether or not who gets the ball or not.
Hang
There's
on,
just a
real
lot of
quick. Let's
mechanics
just look at
going
how
on.
these school
This
committee
is
members, how they put their hands on their hips and they all sassily shake back and forth.
Yeah,
Again.
yeah, but if you read the
Look at
stuff
him
here
doing
where
the
it's
move.
like demand definite, you're not even
Yeah.
really fighting them. You're having a conversation with them, but
You're
like
having
it's a
words.
lecture. This is all ridiculous. This is
Yeah.
not the real gameplay, but the real gameplay is football, is soccer. This is
Yeah.
training. This going to show me everything but what I want to see. I guess it's a hard game. This is a hard game to. It's a really hard game to pitch, so I just am not gonna. Here, you can try this. See, like everything slows down when you're choosing things, so it's like
That's cool.
picture a fast-paced anime like soccer match, but like you can slow it down to choose like whatever bullshitty anime move you want to do to like either defend or
Yeah.
attack or score or whatever. And it's absolutely outstanding. Like I've never experienced anything like it. I hate soccer games. I hate sports games. Like they just do nothing for me unless it's like NFL Blitz or NBA Jam.
Yeah.
Or
NFL
Game Time or
Blitz.
something like that,
Yeah.
I get into the arcadey stuff, and NBA, NFL Streets, love those because they're just but like this is just a little more. I don't know. Like it is a sports game for RPG fans, old school JRPG
Yeah.
fans. So. But no, don't bring it over because I don't. It's exhausting talking about that game, to be honest.
It's tiring just talking about it. All right, I think that leaves our honorable mentions over here in a pretty good spot. I don't think there's anything that I feel bad about leaving based on what we've said.
Mhm.
Absalom, Assassin's Creed Shadows, Battlefield 6, Dune Awakening, Hades 2, Inazuma 11, Mario Kart World, Marvel Cosmic Invasion, Monster Hunter Wilds, Ninja Gaiden, Ragebound, Octopath Traveler 2, and The Outer Worlds, or Octopath Traveler 0 and The Outer Worlds 2. Yeah, I mean, all really fun and have their own unique take on gameplay, and are very worth a look if you are interested in those games. But I think we've got 10 that we can rank over here, and I feel pretty good about having in our top 10. And it lets our fallen comrade Dan also speak into it because he's got, I think all three of his top 3 are in here, which is great.
Sweet.
Nice.
Perf.
All right.
So if I want to get Yakuza to win next year, I got to be sick next year, so I can Trojan
You
horse
do.
all my games. Then that's what you're saying. Okay,
That's right.
I got you.
Just don't show up and you'll win. It's like a fantasy football draft. Just don't go. Let it auto draft, and somehow you'll make the champions. It happens every friggin' year. Someone who doesn't care about fantasy football always wins the league. All right.
Like Taco.
All right,
Taco wins every year in the league from
Yeah.
the TV show.
Yeah.
gosh, Taco. If you guys have a strong opinion about how we talked about these, because we didn't, I don't think we really made it super obvious which ones are at the top. But if you feel like there are some that make sense in the top group or a bottom group, it might make more sense to talk about ones that were maybe close to not making it. That'd be a little easier to do.
I
for
think
me,
Claire
at a
Obscure
glance-
and
I think Claire Obscure and Ghost
Claire
of
Obscure should be
Yotei
at the
are probably-
top. Yeah.
Probably pretty high, right?
Yeah.
Those
Because we all
seem-
played them and all
I-
love them.
I
Yeah.
think strangely enough, Shinobi keeps getting brought up. That might be in the top 5. I think
Yeah.
like I don't know if anyone's talking against that.
I think Split
So, like,
Fiction is
in-
above that for me.
I
think
agree.
Split
I think
gameplay
Split
is
Fiction
top
needs to be
5.
up in the top 5.
Yeah. Talk about
think stuff
innovation,
that-
man.
I think
They
stuff
just
that
don't
only like
stop.
one person has played, like Ninja Gaiden 4, like I think I only really played that. Like I don't need that in the top 5, even though it
Yeah, Metroid
deserves to
Prime
be.
4, I'll put in that same
I love
bucket.
the gameplay in
Yeah.
Ninja Gaiden 4, but obviously I
ya?
never
Yeah.
played Metroid Prime 4, so I can't speak to that one.
Compare
Nor
the
can I speak
two.
to Death Stranding 2, so or Donkey Kong. So, oops.
Yeah,
Donkey Kong.
they're all
So
pretty
good.
good.
Yeah.
They're all pretty good.
Pretty good.
All right, so I think Kyle, you and I probably have similar approaches to, like, for me, Kingdom Come, for you, Death Stranding, where we recognize not everyone's
I've
gonna
played a
feel
lot
this
of
way.
Kingdom Come though, and I'm probably going to echo a lot of things that you say. So why don't you make your pitch and then I'll go.
You know what?
Yeah,
That's fair. I keep forgetting that you spent a lot of time with that game. I know
yeah.
Dan's been playing a little bit more recently too. So it's easy to look at this and be like, hey, this is just a really cool medieval sim that's got some cool story and some fighting. But it is so much deeper than that even. It's got everything from, like, everything that you do. Think of those Bethesda style games, or the things that you do, or even Fable. That's what you grow your skills in. So if you are walking around with a really full inventory and you're overburdened, your strength's going to go up quickly. If you pick
you like weight
flowers a lot
training.
because you like to do, yeah, exactly, yeah. So as you do these, as you swim, as you ride horses, as you fight with swords or whatever, as you do these things, those skills will go up as you use them. So, so I love that. I think there's incentive to lean on the gameplay, but also what started out as a kind of clunky first person. I'm not sure if I really get this, and all of a sudden you get the right skills, and you literally get trained in the game. But also as a player, you're like, oh, with a longsword, you can do this cool counter move. I had no idea that the positioning of your sword, watching where theirs is, and if you time it right, now all of a sudden you get this really cool parry jab move that you can do if you're using a two-handed longsword, and it's awesome, and it just totally changes combat. And then it's also true of a bunch of other weapons too. But same with bows and arrows. That doesn't really teach you to do this, but when you start making potions, if you make a sleep potion, which you do for, I think, one story mission at one point, but then you can dip the tips of your arrows in any liquid that you have. So you can make sleep arrows, you can make poison arrows, you can make healing arrows, technically, if you wanted to. You can dip your arrows in anything. And so when you could create incredibly poisonous arrows, which kills almost anybody if you can get a good shot on them, or sleep arrows and then walk up to them and kill them on the ground. So those little pieces that the game doesn't necessarily tell you, but as you go along, you can kind of figure it out. It's just so rewarding. And to me, a big part of the gameplay too is exploring. And I know I still didn't find everything, but I know on our channel you've probably seen a couple of the shorts that we've created where it's like, hey, here's some cool sword mission that I found out of nowhere, and you can get one of the best swords in the game. And I showed you how to do that on that video. So like little things like that, the exploration, the reward for exploring, talking to everybody. So to me, it's just, and on top of that, now you've got these great mini games for the sim type stuff, whether it's, picking the different plants that are out there to create your potions and go into the alchemy set and start pouring things and mixing things and following your book, or experimenting and trying to discover recipes, or blacksmithing, which the only thing that's missing in the blacksmithing, I really wish you could blacksmith armor. You can only do weapons, which is a bummer. But
Yeah.
still really, really fun to do that. So anyway, I digress. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I couldn't get
Yeah.
enough of the gameplay. And there were times when I forgot there was a story, even though I find the story to be very compelling and really interesting, and I love the characters. But I was like, I should probably continue. But I'm so
Yeah,
lost.
there's been
good
a lot of
in
my
the
hours
gameplay.
were just spent like I am gonna make potions real quick so I can sell those, and like I was like, well, I actually like the potion mini game in this. Very
It's really
involved.
fun. Yeah.
And then like you can do the blacksmithing too, and like I would just do hours of just like making money doing that. And yeah, and my one anecdote for the gameplay is like I was not good at the combat in this game. It was not clicking for me. And then you do get to that
Mhm.
trainer, and like it's like going through a real action movie training montage where it just feels like I'm
Mhm.
slowly getting better at like doing that exact move, that parry move you were talking about with the stab at the end of it, and like then being able to go out into the world and just kind of like ice people for the first time ever. Like it was so cool that the game is patient enough to teach you the combat, even for like Philistines like me who just like couldn't figure it out. Like I got it all.
Yeah.
I just didn't get it at all. But like, yeah, I
Yep.
spent a little time in that training ring, man, and like it got me up to speed. And
Yeah.
everything in that game is purposeful and so specific to like the mechanics of everything going on and everything like that. That yeah, I think that
Yeah.
this game is like the pinnacle of gameplay. Like it just,
I
I
went
think it's
from running from every conflict that had more than one enemy to like seeking out conflict by the end because I was so powerful
yeah,
and had its great weapons and had gotten good at the game too. Those things combined were just like, dude, I love
yeah.
fighting.
You suck at the beginning of that game. You're supposed to.
You
You don't
do.
have good armor. You don't have a good handle on the combat. Like you're
Well, you're
supposed
also
to spend.
wounded, and then they strip you of all your belongings, and you're kind of
Yeah,
starting from literally covered in mud and
yeah.
crap.
And like when you
And
get armor, you realize how much more damage you can take, and you're like, man, when I was wearing cloth, like I could take like 2 hits, and you're down or whatever. So it's just like there is like, I don't
yeah,
know, the cycle going on there that just like it just feels good. I don't know, that game has a
yeah,
lot
I
of.
think this one belongs somewhere in the middle.
Hmm.
Um,
I would agree with
Probably the
that.
same with Donkey Kong Bonanza. Probably the same with Doom. The way we talked about Doom, and then I'm open to what you think about Death Stranding too, Kyle. But I think these probably belong in the middle somewhere. But what do you think? Oh, and Ninja Gaiden 2, I guess, 4 as well. Because it sounds like Jeff, you played it. I know Dan loves Ninja Gaiden 4. Not that he doesn't have his criticisms of it,
Hmm.
but I think he really loves the gameplay of it too. So
Yeah.
I'd put that somewhere in the same bucket with these middle five. And these aren't in order.
I would
These are
put
just I think they
Shinobi's
kind of
more
belong.
my speed of like gameplay and combat
Yep.
exploration than Ninja Gaiden is, but it's still Ninja Gaiden's combat is
Yep.
so dense if you let it be. It's so incredible, and it feels so gratifying as well. It's hard to deny that the gameplay is the star of it. So yeah.
Mhm.
Hmm.
All right, Kyle, thoughts on Death Stranding 2's gameplay? What do you think it's
Yeah, I mean, man, there's a lot of combat in this game, and I'm not saying it's the greatest combat in the entire world, but like it is good. Like it's good. Like it's good. Like there's things about the little things that like whenever you hit them like headshots, whether you hit them like in helmets from mercenaries like that, like the game will slow down. So it kind of has like that slow down kind of like thing where you can get a few good extra shots in, like when that you're gifted whenever you're shooting well. And just
Yep.
the way that everything feels, like the driving in that game, the building, the walking to and fro, and everything like that. Like everything does feel good, and there is like, goes back to like trying to like pitch people who don't play chores games like why they're fun, but like there is something fun about making deliveries. It is fun. Like there's something to it if you like stuff like that. So it's like it's not going to be for everybody, but it is very good. But I don't know if it belongs like way up on this list. You know what I mean? I just think that like it's something that maybe doesn't get talked about enough because like a Kojima game is more in a narrative experience, so that's kind of all that gets talked about. Usually
Hmm.
like, oh, the narrative of this and
Hmm.
the graphics
And
and
the
the
visual
people
spectacle.
and the themes and the visual spectacle, and it's just like, yeah, but there's a
Hmm.
lot of his games, sometime of twos, Metal Gear Solid 5 maybe being the best example of this. Like his games play well, you know what I mean? I mean, Metal Gear Solid 5 is one of
Yeah.
the best feeling games to play ever, and this game feels a lot like Metal Gear Solid 5 from its shooting to it's just the way that the weight of your character and stuff like that. Like you could tell like he brought a lot of that stuff over. Um,
Yeah.
and so yeah, and I liked a lot of the there's strictly combat missions in this where you're like, all right, going through this little area and shoot everybody, get down and dirty.
Yeah.
That's cool driving stuff too. There's just a lot of really cool stuff, but like I don't know if it's better than like it's not better than like Split Fiction. It's not better than Kingdom Come Deliverance. Like it's just I just don't think it gets talked about enough how good the gameplay is. It's just, but
Yep.
well, what we're all here for, the narrative. So
Yeah. I've heard
Well,
from.
I'm
I mean, this
I'm
has been the
impressed by how they
conversation
improved.
since yeah. That's been the conversation that I've heard, not just from you guys, but everybody else. That this game is not like whatever the first one was. 15 hours of you like, depending on how slow or fast you are, walking around
Mhm.
trying to navigate what this is, and then you're like,
Yeah.
oh, look, a boss fight! Holy crap! Like what? This
Yeah.
one's like, hey, there's combat like pretty much right away. Like it kind of throws you into it.
Yeah.
And that probably eased a lot of whatever people complained about in the first one, I guess.
My only issue is that Kojima being a boss fight guy, like with Metal Gear Solid, this goes for Death Stranding 1 and 2. Boss fights aren't great in these games. They're just not. There's some big cool stuff like with some character, but like just your moment-to-moment boss fights. I'm not talking about like the end game stuff where like literal mechanics change and stuff like that, which is kind of very Kojima-esque. But I'm just talking about just whenever you're fighting a big gooey monster, like with your gun, you're just like shooting a bullet sponge. Like there's some spectacle going on there. There's some cool stuff.
Right.
But like it's not thought-provoking or like well, what am I gonna do next? Like it's not like taking out a Souls boss or anything like that. So there's not a lot of depth to that. So yeah, to be honest, I'd put stuff like Ninja Gaiden 4 like over Death Stranding.
For gameplay,
just because like Ninja Gaiden 4 is gameplay. That's what that game is.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to creep up anymore because I think we all played and enjoyed Doom more collectively, and I think Kingdom Come is doing a lot more different stuff. And Donkey Kong, you can make your pitch for, but I'll probably end up agreeing with that for sure.
Yeah, I mean, Jeff, I've talked a lot about Shinobi as well. I mean, you mentioned putting this above Ninja Gaiden as well. I just feel like
it just speaks to me more, but like there's more. There's more going. Like we talked about it with the graphics or whatever we called it, visuals last week. There's visual style. There's exploration. Not that Ninja Gaiden doesn't have that, but the combat in Ninja Gaiden is so.
I think the traversal in that game is good too, though. You know what I mean? Like the platforming.
Yeah, actually, you're right. Yeah,
like part of the gameplay.
It's all gameplay,
I'd put it right above Ninja Gaiden. It's a pretty close second.
I'd be okay with that.
And then we've got, like, I personally would put, I think Doom belongs right at the top of this bottom section here. So I think this is a bottom 5.
Yeah.
Where
that's fair.
Doom's at 6, Shinobi at 7, Ninja Gaiden 4 at 8, Death Stranding 2, and Metroid Prime 4. By the way, Metroid Prime 4, it's at 10th on this list, but I think it deserves to be on the list just because what it does super well with. A lot of people will start playing it and they're first-person shooter fans and like, dude, you can lock on? What a weak game. This game's tough, dude. Like, there are bosses you fight that have these smallest weak points. They'll be like solid armor, and none of your weapons will break through, but they have these tiny little weak spots, and they move so fast. You have to have the lock on so you can keep them within your field of vision, and then you use the right stick or the Switch Joy-Con if you want to do it that way, or the mouse version, to keep your actual aimer on the weak spot, and it's really challenging. So, yes, for smaller enemies, it helps you lock on them and kill them really, really quickly. But for real encounters, I think the gameplay, the combat, the exploration, going into ball mode and finding your way through the mazes, and I think all that stuff is just done brilliantly. So, definitely a top 10 worthy entry. Prime 4, love that one. As far as DK Bonanza, and I think Dan would echo this. Kyle, I know you spent some time with this one too. I did too. It does something I've never seen before in a game like this, where it is a fully designed and fleshed out and built out 3D platformer with tons of thought put into it, and then they also let you destroy pretty much everything. I've never seen that before. Usually it's designed and it's like, you experience what we created for you. Don't mess with it. And this is like, nah, mess with all of it. Break it if you want to.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's wild.
I can almost guarantee that if I played this game, I would be like, guys, what do we do? Why is it 4? I'd be like,
right. You're a big Odyssey fan, and this game is very
Odyssey fan. So, yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And so everything from the swimming to even some of the puzzle solving, the way you throw stuff, the combat is very simple. It is not a hard game. Like, fighting bad guys is a lot of like transform into the big giant Kong or one of the other powers and just keep hitting attack or dash or whatever your ability happens to be. And it's not challenging. Now, there are challenge areas that are tough where it's like complete this section in a certain amount of time. Think Astrobot, where it's not a super difficult game, but there are challenges and things involved later that are like, holy crap, that's hard. And it's like, they want to give you a few optional tough things, but the main game is meant to be family friendly. I think that's why it won Best Family Game at the Game Awards. It's a family friendly.
Who can say
3D platformer? Who can say why? But
you can't play it with your family. It's a single player game. I saw that a lot. Like, that's not what that's not what it means. It's not what the thing means. Yeah,
that's why best multiplayer exists.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's not best family multiplayer game to play with the family. Best family game.
A bit wordy too.
So I personally have Kingdom Come above this one, but I'm not mad about Donkey Kong if it's above it. I just think DK Bonanza does so much really, really well. It is Dan's third favorite. I've got it as my, let me see, where's my list? Fourth favorite.
Mhm.
The only one on this list that I have it above is Ghost of Yotei. I have it just above that one,
Mm.
which
Heresy,
is
but
also
okay.
pretty high. I let
Just kidding.
heresy. It's normal.
It's normal. You have your own opinion? Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
What are
it's
we
very
doing here?
normal. I have to tell myself that every morning. You're normal. You're fine. Everything's
It's
fine.
normal. You're okay.
You're
You're allowed to
doing
take up
okay.
space.
Thank you. Okay, so talk to me about, speaking of, talk to me about Ghost of Yotei. I mean, we've talked about it a lot already, but think of just the gameplay elements where they brought over a lot of what worked from Tsushima, and then they added its own flavor. It's got its own feel, its own flavor. It's a unique experience while also being familiar enough that I think you can jump into this game and feel relatively comfortable. But then as the game grows and as your character grows, you're like, oh, there's a lot more to this with these weapons you're choosing between. Exploring's a little different. So, what do you guys think about Ghost of Yotei gameplay wise?
It's the best
Yeah.
swords have felt ever.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I really like the parrying in this game and the defensive
Mhm.
like nature of it. There's a lot of like, man, you cannot just run in and swing your sword around like a crazy person. Like I mean,
Right.
I guess you could, but like
You can.
you shouldn't.
Yeah.
You'll die.
Yeah.
And yeah, and then to go the extra mile and bring all the other, it's not just stances this time around. You have all the other. Hey,
Yeah.
did you see all the weapons in Assassin's Creed? It's all of those.
Yeah.
Those are all back, baby.
Well, and I really do like the rock paper scissors element of like, this is strong against this kind of enemy's weapon. This is
Yeah,
strong against
so
that
do
kind
I.
of enemy's weapon.
And they
Yeah.
kept that from the stances of the last game, so I do like
Yeah,
that as
swapping
well.
on
And
the
it kind of makes
fly.
sense. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah,
Right.
you want to keep some distance away from that guy with your
Right.
spear. And I just, like a lot of it makes sense. It's not just like obtuse rock, paper, scissors where you're just like, what?
Right.
But yeah, I like all that. I don't have a lot of big opinions about like the
Oh, well, I mean, of course, you
reversals
also
in
got
this game. So, like,
throwing swords into people is just one of the best
oh
additions
yeah,
you've
that's
ever
the
had.
best
so
edition
cool.
of the
Yeah.
year. Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, so cool.
I especially
And
love
you
it when
can power that
they
up to
sneak
be
up on
instant
you.
kill for almost anything. Like you
Yeah,
can power it up
yeah.
to
It's
instant
true.
And I
kill
like
just about
that,
anything.
like, as you get further through the game, like, your wolf, like, will come out more, and, like,
Yes, the wolf
Yeah.
stuff
I
is
love all, like,
fantastic.
I love all, like,
Yeah.
when you go into
During a
your crazy
standoff.
mode or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the standouts never feel better. Yeah, there's just a thing about this
Yeah.
game that I'm just like, man, I've never felt cooler with a sword. Like, just
Mhm.
what I'm able to
Yeah.
pull off, especially in, like, harder battles. There are a couple insane difficulty hikes in this game that are nuts. Like, it doesn't make any sense why they're that hard. But I feel like the first game had that too. So
Yeah.
It did.
I mean,
Hey,
you know
don't
me,
do-
guys. I'm playing it on easy, not story, but like easy. So it's still like
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'll get some pushback, especially when like before you get the whatever it is that you can fight against the big guys, the big bullies that have the fire cannon or whatever.
Oh yeah.
That's what I call them. But like, yeah, it's just like, God, these guys I cannot penetrate. Like, it just takes forever to knock them down. And then I can't remember if
Yeah.
it's the stick or if it's the actual like the chain thing. I think it's the stick where you push them back and
Yeah.
with the tip on the end that they use for fishing. Not kunai, whatever that's called.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
But
Well,
whenever you get that,
spear.
I'm like, oh, thank God. Or maybe it was
Oh,
the bigger sword that you kind of like similar to what you had
that
in
hacks away
Jedi
at their
Survivor.
stance
Yeah.
or whatever, or their armor.
Yeah,
right?
it was the
Yeah.
huge sword, like the massive one, and that
Yeah.
that saved my life so many times getting that. Oh my gosh, I would see them run away and be like, I'm just gonna throw kunai at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so much to
the
love
stealth
about the
also
gameplay in
felt
that game.
amazing too. So the stealth aspect didn't go away; it just got
Yeah.
better. Yeah, especially using
I like
one
the
of the weapons
stealth. The
to
enemy
drag them
AI
over to
was
you.
a little hit or miss for me after playing Assassin's Creed, where the enemy AI was at least I understood it a little more. Ghost of Yotei, I felt like there were times when it made sense, and times I'm like, wait, how did they Spot me? Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna fight him. That's because fighting's fun anyway, so I'm not that mad about it. I would instantly.
Yeah.
I was gonna
not
say
be
I don't
mad when we
think I
started
stealthed
fighting.
one time in that game unless a mission made me. I was like, you could.
Totally
I
fair.
actually sat here for there was a hot second where I was like, you could
Totally
stealth in
fair.
this game? Oh, of course you
Yeah.
could. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I definitely did because I was in Assassin's Creed
I-
Shadows mode. But you're right.
Yeah.
You don't
I
have to.
stealthed more in the first game because you felt like you were becoming kind of a ninja in that game. Where this game
right,
just kind of
right.
feels like
Yeah.
you're really.
It's
bad
accepted
person.
as like a thing. Like
Yeah.
it's ninjas are now accepted in that culture of fighting.
Right.
But
Or
the
just like
guns
the way
and
that
the
you're
white people
the way that you're
weapons-
addressing
Yeah.
your revenge is kind of through cloaks
Yeah.
and daggers, So it's like
Right.
that made more
Right.
sense to me to sneak around more. Whereas this one, I'm like, I'm kind of angry and I kind of just want to murder everybody, like
Yeah.
right face value. So
Right.
yeah, I don't remember crouching in that game much and stealthing around.
I
but-
cleared out whole bases, like huge bases, like stealth only. But then
That's cool.
some of them, there's like a wall you hit where like as soon as you clear everybody out, somebody somehow finds out that the whole place is cleared out, and then they send the rest of the guys. And
Exactly.
I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
Right.
I remember also the
Which
gunplay is
you
really
could-
fun too. I remember also getting
I
mad
like
and
the gun a
shooting a
lot,
guy in the
yeah.
face, and like literally everybody, the whole base looking for me, and I just hid in the
Yeah.
bushes.
Yeah. Oh, they
it's
will
so fun.
burn the long grass, by the way, which is a nice touch. Like if you're hiding in
Yes.
there, they'll set it on
Yeah.
fire. Like that's a nice touch if you're trying to hide. So yeah, lots to love about that. I feel like every time I was playing, pivoting over to Split Fiction, every time I was playing a new area in Split Fiction, I could not wait to see what are you
Yeah.
controlling, what are your powers, what are the abilities, how are they going to work together. I mean,
Mhm.
at the risk of sounding like an old man who sees like two rainbows at once, it was delightful. Okay, like it was just delightful.
Yeah.
Every level
It was
just delightful.
So pleasant.
It was so fun. And every time we got to a new area, I was like, wait, what am I? Okay, you can swim. What do I can climb? Like, okay, all right, I'll climb. And like it was so unique, and you didn't know what was around the corner in terms of how you're going to use those things, but it always did it in a creative way. And again, another brilliant use of two players playing together, communicating, getting through these areas together. It can't be done
Yeah.
one player. Which,
Yeah.
on the outside looking in on paper, I'm like, ugh, I don't want to play something that can't be done single player. But when you see it and you experience it, you're like, yeah, of course. Like that's
Yeah.
You don't want an
Yeah.
NPC doing the things the other character is doing. You want to play with someone
We
else. and
tried,
talk to them.
Kyle and I, the first time we played it, we tried genuinely to just finish it, but it was like 3 or 4 in the morning where I was or something, which of course in y'all's time is like 2, but that's still late. But the game was
Still
so
late, yeah.
good, we didn't want to put it. We were like, what's next? What's the next
Yeah.
next thing? And the
Yeah.
platforming I
Yeah.
have never felt, third person platforming has just never felt that good to me. As
you're
good
zipping
as it is in
around
this game.
sometimes.
Like
Yep.
it's just,
Yep.
it's just incredible.
Well,
Some of the
it's
clever
hit-
late, like, flying and then
It's hitting a
shooting
lot of
forward and-
clever ideas that like I mean, it's brushing up against the King, like Portal 2. You know what I mean? In terms
Yeah.
of those like unique ideas and how to use them in tandem to like solve a traversal problem or get through a room, if you will,
Right.
And like, I don't know. I just like, you don't get that feeling from games often.
Right.
Portal 2 is a once in a lifetime type of experience,
True.
so.
Yeah, I'd never seen anything like kind of like with Portal 2 where you just create like 2 holes and then you're just in a loop of falling through the hole or whatever. I've never I've never had a moment like that until Split Fiction where we're both walking like across like a power line and you're on the bottom, I'm on the top or something like that. And it's like everything's just messed up, man. And at one point, like I'm walking up top and doing regular platforming, and you're doing like side platforming on the bottom. It's so weird.
No,
but
we
they
kept
make
on
it
botching
work.
something I couldn't remember, and like I totally broke and just cracked out, and like I couldn't
Yeah.
even hold my controller anymore, and like I was like, I had to take a break.
And the
man.
jetpack, too, like the combat's so good. Like it's very
Yeah.
above competent. Like it's
yeah.
very enjoyable.
It's
And
just for the
like,
amount
the
of
chase
types of
is fun.
ideas in this game, and for all
Yeah.
of them to land in the way that they do, it's pretty impressive.
Right.
Look at this. This is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, very.
I love the
cool.
one
This is
too
the
where
GameSpot
we're
review
we're on the
version.
back of a the animal one, the fantasy levels, which are fun. But the one we're on the back of a bike, Kyle, and one of us has to just keep doing captchas and prove you're not a robot.
Yeah, you were getting.
And it's clearly a troll.
Yeah,
Like,
'Cause
you
you're
were
hacking,
clearly a
yeah.
troll.
you're
Like,
like, and I'm
Yeah.
doing like this hacking video. I can't even see what's going on. I can't even like enjoy the sights or anything like that. Like, this is insane.
and it's just hilarious to know that like there's no solution to that.
This
It's just you
freaking
doing
level
This
that
right
part
here.
was
over and
this
over.
part was nuts. Yeah, this part was
This
pretty
part was
nuts.
nuts. Yeah, it was a lot of one of us just, I think it was Kyle, just took charge. Was like, jump and now jump.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the stuff right here. Yeah, this.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
perspectives
blew my
were
mind.
brilliant. Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
really incredible. And yeah,
Yeah.
certainly there were many times where we fell because we're looking at the wrong person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I just
Yeah.
didn't know where I was walking.
Right. Just insane.
Like, what a cool
Thanks,
pivot right
guys.
there to get from this point A
Yeah,
to point
that
B. And
that
then
camera change was just like, it's cool, and then it does all this
So-
like nonsense,
Insanity. Yeah.
corporate people.
I remember this. You were in the book, right? You're in a book or whatever, and
Yeah,
you're
that's
in
a
a
great
book.
level too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just so many
There's
memorable
so much
like,
good about
levels.
Split Fiction. So
Yeah.
so many memorable levels. Yeah, to me, I've got that one personally as my. I think Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 stays at 5. I don't think we move it up. The only thing that could move above is Donkey Kong, but I'm not mad about Donkey Kong at 4 at all.
Just from what you guys have said about Kingdom Come and how intense and involved the gameplay is, I'm kind of tempted to put it above Donkey Kong Bonanza because
yeah,
yeah.
to me those are really close. I've got Kingdom Come above it, but those are really close, and I'm not mad about it either way.
It would be above
if you have
for
a
me.
preference.
It would be above Donkey Kong.
Yeah. All right, so we'll do that. We'll put Kingdom Come at 4, DK at, and I think we haven't talked much about Clair Obscur in this context, although we have talked about it already today a little bit with the gameplay. It does what I've always wanted modern turn-based games to do. It makes them feel really interactive, really fun, so freaking rewarding when you get not just dodges. Dodges are great. Parries are better. Jumps are great. You get
jump parry.
And I won't say much more. But there's a couple other ways you can interact in battles. At least one major way that happens with the story later too, which is really, really cool.
It's like
they've got.
I know this is like an older RPG turn-based mechanic because Sea of Stars did it, and you guys said, "Well, that's like Suikoden," or something like that, right? Like where like you time your hit right and you get extra.
Yeah,
you get a
like
perfect and you get extra damage.
Yes. Yeah, the
Super
timing,
old
the timing,
mechanic.
the little square thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, and
they
each
do that really
character,
well, too.
and each character has their own. They each need their own tutorial because they're all so different from each other. Some of them are much more straightforward. It just is telling you, hey, build up this thing in order to do that thing. But they get really complex as well.
Wow.
There's a character that has kind of this like spinny thing that feels random, but after a while you're like, oh, you can really strategize with this. And if you get the right perks, pick those Luminas, whatever abilities, and the right gear equipped, you can actually have a powerhouse. And every fight that starts, you can do boom, 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 and most things aren't going to survive. Like it starts to really feel so rewarding. And a big part of the gameplay for me is understanding the Picto and Lumina system and leveraging that. And they added an update recently where you can actually create build outs or loadouts of those, because it does take a while when you want to swap weapons and swap things around. They eventually added the ability to kind of create a saved loadout, which would have been nice.
Oh,
I switched them all.
Awesome.
Because you get so many, like the list of them gets ridiculous. You're like, okay, and you can.
Yeah, I'm already
organize them, which is
overwhelmed
nice,
with the witch
there's
girl,
so many.
the one who floats.
Look up a build and just go off that. Like that's what I did.
Okay.
It made all of that make way more sense.
I mean, right now
Because
in
you
the
feel
water
like you're missing
world,
out because you can only equip a few moves. But then it's like, hey, listen, if you go like all fire, or you know what, go multi-elemental with it. That's really cool too, where you're not really focusing on one, or go all earth. Some of those earth attacks are crazy, and so like if you focus,
those
or
are
maybe
so
do
gratifying.
a smart.
Yeah.
Or do a smart combo of a couple of them where one is quick and easy, one's your medium, and then here's your hard hitting one. And all the characters have that type of, I don't know, man. The gameplay's so freaking satisfying to me. I've talked to other people who are like, well, I never use that character. I'm like, oh, you should. That character is amazing. I swapped all of them in and out and used them all in combat, and I think they're all so fun to play. So I freaking love the combat in this game.
Well,
that's not all there is to the game, but
you nailed it too. Like I think a lot of people like do get comfortable like with their 3 or whatever. Like, oh, but I know how to play with these characters because the characters are so different to play as, and you'll get some ones as you go down the line that are like, way different than what you're playing as in terms
And
of
almost
mechanics and
overwhelming.
stuff
It's
like
I
that.
can't learn this.
Yeah. Like, you're teaching me all these new mechanics this late in the game. It doesn't make any sense to me, you know. But like, it's cool, and I do suggest people like play around and get that team built up and synergized, you know.
That's awesome.
Also,
I love hearing how
character
varied it
that-
gets later in the game.
it does. There's a character that's centered around cards, and so it's kind of like if Gambit were
Gambit.
ever in an RPG, I want
Yeah.
him to control like that. You know what I mean? Like I want it
Yeah.
to work like that because it's so cool the way the cards work in that. So anyway, all right. So for me personally, as I'm looking at this, I have no problem with the order that it's in right now.
like
I
that
would
order too.
probably bump Split Fiction up above Ghost of Yotei, but not because anything we said makes it need to happen. So otherwise, I'm happy with these three at the top. With these two in the
Yeah,
middle.
I would put
thoughts?
Split Fiction above Yotei too, but only because of uniqueness and just
That's the only
I've
edge.
never
To me,
seen
they're pretty
anything like
much
that.
tied.
Yeah.
They do everything so excellently, but Split Fiction just
Yeah.
has that extra added little umph of like, I did so many different things in that game. So many
Right.
different things. But with
Yeah.
Ghost of Yotei, the things I did were like second to none. Pretty
Yeah.
much across the
And
board.
everything you did
Combat.
played amazing. It wasn't like there was one that was like, well,
I know.
this is so glitchy. I cannot do this. Like it was so slick. I just love this developer, man. They really got their stuff together.
I know. I'm curious to
Joseph
see what they
Ferris.
do next. Yep. He did
Nutty French
Jailbreak.
guy.
He did Family Break, and then he did basically like
two
narrative
frenemies break.
Yeah.
Also kind of like corporate.
after A Way Out, I'm a lifelong. And maybe it was Brothers two Sons
Yeah.
before that.
Yeah, he was
That
part
was
of that
it.
team. Yeah,
I was in
Yeah.
by him then.
he branched out after. Yeah,
That one
I'm
got
all
you
in on
feeling
this one.
things, and then A Way Out kind of feeling things, but mostly just like this is creative multiplayer.
That was
and
just
then
cool.
It Takes
Yeah,
Two
like it was the beginning of this
brilliant
idea of
multiplayer.
like you're playing like two people playing two different games, but
Yeah.
it's the same game.
Right.
And you're doing different things. And
Oh, and what I loved about the A Way Out too is like, and Split Fiction does this too, but I can't remember specifics. A Way Out is very specifically paying homage to Prison Escape movies. So you're literally replaying scenes from Prison Break movies or TV shows
Mhm.
in a video game. You're like, why does this feel so? I'm getting deja vu, but it's
This feels
really cool that
familiar.
I'm doing this in a video game. Like it's
Yeah.
just you're
Yeah.
just paying homage to a lot of different genres.
I mean, it's kind of like when you play
It's just so
Metroid
good
Prime
at it.
4 and you're like, I saw that in Alien. I'm pretty sure. You know, there's a lot from Metroid
Yeah.
that they took straight from Alien. And
The Geiger, whatever
don't even try to
guy,
hide it.
the artwork.
The only question I'd have
Jared
is
Geiger.
for you guys. I know in this top 5 it's all like, and even in the whole top 10, we're talking about like almost perfect in what they're trying to accomplish with gameplay. So it's all subjective.
Mhm.
But Clair Obscur sits at number 1 for you guys for gameplay. For me, I've got it at 3 for gameplay alone. Because
Mhm.
I overall gameplay, I had Kingdom Come as my number 1, Split Fiction as my number 2, just gameplay, and then Clair Obscur as a, in my opinion, insanely surprising number 3. Like a turn-based RPG should not be one of my favorite gameplay games of the year. So like to me, that was insane that it landed that high.
Hmm.
But for you guys, is it number 1? Because I feel good about it being number 1 on our shared list, unless you're both kind of like, no, it's up there, but it's not 1. What do you guys have?
Ghost of Yotei was my number 1.
Ghost of Yotei's number
And
1.
I'm fine with
Okay.
it being. I'm fine with it being at number 3.
Do you have Split Fiction pretty high, Kyle, for you?
No.
Hmm.
Okay.
But it
Hair.
deserves to be that high, though. It deserves to be
Yeah.
that high, but no.
Yeah. I think we should compromise on Clair Obscur then. I don't know how far Dan got in Split Fiction or if he beat it too or anything like that. But I know he's played Clair Obscur, right? Like all of you beat that game, right?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
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 And I'm in the
He had
middle
it
of
as-
it and I
At least the
can't
list
put
he
it down.
sent
I can't wait to
he
play
has
it
it as
next.
his
Like
top, he has it as his top gameplay. Ghost of Yotei as his number 2, and DK.
it just
as
makes
his number
sense.
I
Yeah.
think it makes sense from that.
Because you and I are like Split Fiction is better or whatever. And that's like Clair Obscur is just everybody's just like, well, this gameplay is so good. Like
Yeah.
Just can't stop, man. I'm so excited to see like the new other areas, man, from the diorama map that we talked about last week.
Dude.
So excited.
YouTube knows I'm talking about it because it keeps showing me clips of people
Showing you.
playing it or just clips of the
Yeah.
game. And I keep watching it again. I'm like, I've seen these like 50 times and I keep watching.
Mm.
I'm so into this game.
Yeah, wait till you get to
Yeah,
the
I
point where
think-
you get the free roam on the open world map. That's gonna be, or on the
Oh
overworld
Lord.
map. then you're like, wow, this map is actually 10 times bigger than I thought it was before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it opens up that
Insane.
first area you're trying to
So you're-
find Mael, and
Well, yeah, and like
Yeah.
a lot
A
of the
little bit,
overworld map, you're in like this little section, like it's
Yeah,
sectioned
exactly.
off or whatever.
Mhm.
It is not the case by the time you get to the end game. It's just like,
Right.
I
which
hope
is
you're
great.
able
Here you
to
go.
play as much
Have fun.
as
Very
possible without
comprehensive.
hearing any details about the story, which we'll get to.
I haven't heard
here to
anything.
Close out the show.
Yeah, I've
Good.
been deliberately ignoring
That's
everything.
shocking to me. You gotta
I
be.
can't believe that. That's crazy. Yeah.
It's shocking to me. Yeah.
The
And
only sphere that I'm
you're
in
about
now
it's about to go
normally
down.
is movies, is primarily movies, but even then I don't hear much about movies. I just pay attention to like what do reviews say. Great, I'll check it out because I just don't have as
Yeah.
much time as I used to, so I'm just like not seeing the talk anymore. Like the
Yeah.
algorithm knows I'm a gameplay guy, so it like on TikTok if I see this game for example, I just scroll past it because I don't want to see anything. But like yeah, like there's just certain, I'm just very aware of like if the algorithm catches me talking about it and picks up on it, scroll past it. I'm not,
Yeah,
doing
man. I
this.
think,
And I don't read articles
it's-
anymore. Like I just don't.
even if you knew what was coming, I still think it's a beautiful and you would love it. But not knowing what's
Yeah.
coming and kind of just letting it take you for a ride, as goes with almost every. I can't think of many stories where this isn't the case. That's always best. Go into it fresh, experience it how you're gonna experience. Don't read a guide. Don't read stuff like it's. And I did it that way, and boy, am I glad. I didn't even tell Kyle and Dan that I was playing it this summer, and all of a sudden it's like, guys,
he
I not
shocked
only did I
me.
play it, but
Yeah.
I remember you
I
put it in
finished it.
chat like, guys, I beat it, and you were like,
yeah.
both of you were
I
like,
couldn't stop playing it.
excuse me, yeah.
There were a couple of moments that it's not like it ever lost its hook in me, but if there was a potential of me starting to fall off, there was a new hook that would come in, and then there's another moment where
Mhm.
another hook would come in. I'm like, I can't let go of this game. Like I'm never.
By the
gonna
time that
let go of this
game reveals itself, I know we're not talking about the story right now, but like by the time that game reveals itself, not in a million years would I have ever guessed where this game was going. Like there's
Yeah,
just like it's
Wow.
the most creative like
Yeah.
It's great.
way that you could
Beautiful.
I don't know
Mhm.
end that journey. Very cool.
And the only thing I want to ask before we finalize this, Kyle, I know we're gushing about the way it looks and the story and all that stuff. And we talked about the gameplay a bit. Do you think we're overshooting it to put it at number one? Do you have it high on your personal gameplay list for you?
Yeah, I have it
or
high
is
on my
pretty
personal
low?
game list. Yeah,
Okay. For gameplay?
yeah.
Okay.
It's not my number one as I said, but yeah, it's pretty high. It is good. Gameplay's good.
All right. I think
Not
this is
varied.
a
But
I think it is a relatively fair amalgamation of what we're talking
Yeah.
about here. Where we've got our top three that have, because Split Fiction was your number one, Jeff.
Yeah.
It's my number two. Ghost Yote is Kyle's number one and Dan's number two, and Claire Obscure is Dan's number one. And I think it's in the top three for both me and Jeff. So like, I don't know. It's hard
top
to
three
it's
for me
hard to
too,
know
yeah.
like where these. It's
Yeah.
okay. Well, there you go. So that it's close enough. It's probably not perfect, but for the sake of time,
Yeah, that's
we're
the
gonna
thing with
lock
these
this
lists.
in.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Never
lock it
perfect.
in.
Just a good glimpse.
I think
And
a
also-
final thing to maybe crown, like since Claire, like this might be the thing that got a bunch of people into turn-based for the very first time because it finally
so
did
fun,
something
right?
enough to
Yep.
bring people in.
Yep.
And like,
What if people
that's-
go play like Final Fantasy X and stuff now? You know what I mean? Like because of it. Because
They're probably gonna hate it. They're like, "Where's all the interactivity? I hate this." Yeah.
Maybe they might. It might be
But
Blitzball.
yeah.
Yeah, you're right. They might. Yeah.
Well, they're allowed to hate Blitzball. It sucks. So
They,
that's
they
fine.
are. That's all right. So our best gameplay of 2025 top 10 list. At number 10, we have Metroid Prime 4, Death Stranding 2 at number 9, Ninja Gaiden 4 at number 8, Shinobi Art of Vengeance at number 7, Doom: The Dark Ages, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Ghost of Yote at number 3, Split Fiction at number 2, and Claire Obscure Expedition 33 at number 1. Whew, we did it. We did it. All right. I feel pretty good about that one. We might have to make an audible call since we're over our normal podcast episode length. But we'll cover
Yeah.
that in a second because I do want to talk about Swimming in Sevens. Swimming in Sevens
Okay.
is something that we do every year when we talk about games that maybe didn't get the reviews that, in some cases, that they deserved. Maybe they did get the reviews they deserved. But these are games that are averaging below an 80 on Metacritic. And I realize there is some nuance there because Metacritic might say the Xbox version is a 82, but the PS5 version is a 77. So like there's some nuance there and whatever. Won't be a stickler. If it's got a average score somewhere on Metacritic below 80, qualifies as some of our favorite Swimming in 7 games. And so I've collected a list that we can kind of have some video going here in a second. So I'll play a few of these, and then I'll also interject with Jeff if you have any that you want to throw on there. Because I know Kyle sent me a
I found
couple.
at least 3 because most of the games I play are amazing, you guys.
I don't play those peasant games. All right, why don't you give me those first? And I'll see if I can find them real quick.
Yeah, Mafia: The Old Country is like 70.
Give me one. Mafia: The Old
Just
Country.
Mafia: The Old Country is like 70
Was that
something.
in the 70s? I think
High
I went
70s,
OpenCritic,
yeah.
and it was 81.
Oh yeah, it's higher on OpenCritic. Yeah, Metacritic's got a weird mixed algorithm in there, and it lowers it. But yeah, Mafia: The Old Country is one that I'm like, it's easily like an 8. I know they do like 79.
It's a 9 in my heart. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it's a 9 in my heart. It's a mid 80s, like if we're to do the Metacritic scoring system. It's just such a smooth freaking experience. And then wieners.
Big wieners in that?
No, I'm sorry. Did you want me to stop talking so you can pull? Oh, there it is. Okay.
Got it.
But like
Mafia: The Old Country.
These cars control great. Like even the one that's like a racing car that you get with like the deluxe or whatever is insane. Like it controls so good.
Which is great
like,
because in the original Mafia game, the worst part in the entire game was driving the car. Not in the remake. They fixed it in the remake.
They
but
did.
The OG.
You had to win a race in the first one.
You had to win it. Yeah, like you had to win it. Yeah.
And it, honestly, I did replay that mission. Not to harp on this, like 4 times, even in the remake. So like it was still like a little challenging, but that's just because the cars were older than dirt. So, but in this game, it's relatively unrealistically smooth. It's whatever. It's fine. Oh, this is the big game I was thinking of, where you do a stealth in a whole mission, clear it out, and then suddenly they realize there's some people missing and it's too quiet, and they're like, "Hey, where'd everybody go?" And they just a whole bunch of guys come out. And I'm like, well, there goes the trophy for being stealth the whole time.
Which in a way is kind of more realistic, that people are it's just empty all of a sudden. Like I get that. It's more realistic, but also it's just frustrating when you spend all that time.
I'm told that the mission that I specifically failed is possible to do stealth. It was the one where you're hunting for somebody on like a cliffside, and apparently I just didn't duck the right area, but there was no cover. So I was just ducking. I couldn't, or like, you can lay down on this one too, right? I think. Is that right?
I don't know.
I don't think you can.
I can't remember.
I think you just crouch.
Oh, it's just crouch.
But it does have infinite body boxes.
Infinite boxes.
Infinite boxes. Yeah.
Gameplay feels so fun, and not to mention the story is obviously fantastic. That's what these games are usually known for. This one is fantastic. Great tie-in to the first game and second one, I guess technically. And third one, technically, it's just like one character that ties along
or
the entire series.
Like storyline that's easy to follow, and they do
really cool.
That stuff.
And going in the mines is
good.
And every good story ends adjacent to a volcano. The Northman, this.
This one was that Italy mountain. This was a very real one, which by the way I looked it up and I was like, people live there, like right next to it, and obviously it's like insanely populated now. So like, good luck, guys, there. When that thing explodes. Yeah, it's probably gorgeous.
Yeah.
Run and hide.
Agreed.
Great characters.
Yeah,
great
dude.
Voice acting
this was
too.
on my Swimming in Sevens list too. It's just so fun.
Too. Authentic.
Help me learn Italian.
Voice acting,
like I learned how to cuss in this game.
Voice acting was very good. Right. The voice acting and motion capture. Learned a couple Italian words along the way. Thank you. It certainly has like its last gen feel to some of the character movements when they stand there with their arms crossed, or kind of like there's those moments where it feels like
this stuff.
But that's not a detriment to it at all. As you can see, the environments are gorgeous.
Game or whatever it was. Like they knew what they were charging for it, and this is exactly what I want it to be: a linear game in an open world. Like they didn't deviate. I think there were talks about it, like, and maybe it wasn't too long.
Well, they actually added like they added a free roam later, but you have to like
but you don't.
That's for collectibles, because there are a lot of collectibles that I just didn't bother with. Yeah, just fantastic.
Good pick.
Game.
I
wanted to play it like even longer than it was, but it was great.
That one's on mine too. Let me highlight one from Dan here real quick called Silly Polybeast. I think you guys have heard of this
What?
one, right?
Freaking
Oh yeah,
streamers.
yeah. This is the one with the freaking streamers.
This one
It's a
actually looks.
skateboard game. Yeah, this game looks great.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
one's really cool. Yeah, it's also kind of like this. I think it's like an actiony arcadey game as well, in addition to doing skateboarding stuff.
I really do like the art style, though. Yeah.
Yeah, I like this one. So this is one that Dan had. I think it's in the high 70s on the average review. So
No wonder he likes it. It says FCFU on the back of the board.
Yeah, he's on board. Yeah, that's awesome.
I'm in.
Yeah. So there you go. Silly Poly Beast is another one. All right, let me go back to my playlist here. See if I can pull this up.
I have one, or maybe two, that should probably be in yours too, Tim. So
okay.
If
Well,
Kyle
let me
wanted
do a
to mention-
few.
Yeah. Okay.
Let me do it. Yeah, let's go through a few, and then if these aren't on there, then we'll pull up the ones you've got too.
Okay.
Go back.
I did not just pick my nose. It was an itch inside my nose, just for the viewers at home.
Just
You
for
can
the
keep it in.
record. For the record. All right. So this game is called Bounty Star. This is absolutely a PS2 throwback type of a game, and it's in the 70s. Everything about it, from like this kind of Western cowboy protecting your town setting, but everyone's also, not everyone, but main characters like in these mechs, and you're this angry lady who gets kind of betrayed, sort of, and then gets back into a mech that's really run down and beat up and has to go on missions and level it up. But as you can see, it's kind of low. I wouldn't say low res. It's more like low detail. I don't know. It's got this very PS2, Xbox 360 vibe to it. As I played a little bit of it, even the voice acting and the writing. So, but Bounty Star is on Game Pass. You can go give it a look. But it's very much about upgrading your mech and then getting back at the people who done you wrong. So pretty fun.
Cool.
Not bad. Yeah.
I remember you bringing this up. This was one of the rare times I was able to make it on the podcast, and you brought this up, and I was like, "Yeah, this
Bounty
is
Star.
Xbox 360 stuff. This is
Totally.
yeah."
Totally. Yep. So pretty fun. I recommend it. This is one that both Dan and I had on our Swimming in Seven, so I wanted to highlight it, and that is Hell Is Us, which is a really unique game at times, really gorgeous game. It's got some really cool designs. At times, really creepy, but does get pretty redundant, and the backtracking is a backbreaker for real. It's just like, dude, I can't keep going back. And there's the fast travel is very limited. It's there a little bit, but in some areas it's not available at all. And you know, I've talked about this before. When a game gives you too many doors and things you can't open yet, but soon you'll be able to, you're like, am I supposed to write these all down? There's too many of these. There's too many that I don't have the right key for yet. It needs a specific shape or something. And then later you might get it. And by then it's been like 10 hours. You're like, I don't know where that door was. Like, I know there was a door, but, and I have to walk there. I have to guess where it is and walk there. There's no map. Like, you just have to remember where you're going. So it's challenging. It's challenging. In that respect. So
basically you can agree with yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I see why I didn't get super high reviews, but there's so many elements of it that are cool. The story is really interesting. The characters are great. And some of this combat can be super engaging and fun. So there's a cool heal mechanic too. You see that little halo that forms around you after you hit. The more hits you get off in a row, the more those particles gather. And as soon as the halo forms, you hit RB and you can heal. And the more regularly you do that, the more you can kind of stay alive. So if you get into the rhythm of that while you're fighting, even if you're getting hit, you can kind of stay alive. I was dying a lot early on, and then started to get into a better habit of healing, and your health just builds back up, which is awesome. So, and the weapon system is really great. The weapons you can upgrade and craft, really, really cool weapons too. So there's a lot to like, but enough to keep it in the sevens, and I understand why it's there. So. I got pretty far in this game. I'm probably not that far from beating it. I just got frustrated and started playing. What came out after that? I can't remember. It might have been Ghost Yote. I can't remember what it was that came out that just I pivoted hard away from this one and haven't gone back. But I might at some point. We'll see.
That's a good pivot. To be fair to you, that's a good pivot.
It is a good pivot. Kyle, tell me about Super Robot Wars Y.
It's a lot of robots, and the letter Y is there too. No, it's a tactics game. It's based off of every like Gundam. Every mecha IP in anime, all hodgepodge together to do some crazy story. I don't know if y'all remember a game back on the DS that was like every like Sega property, like in a giant tactic game.
Sounds
I forgot
familiar.
it was Cross something X or something like that. Same exact thing. It's just a bunch of
Okay.
IP dumped into a big tactics game. It's a lot of fun. Shocked it's only getting a 70, to be honest. This is like a real. The only people who'd be reviewing this game are people who played these
it's
games
like pretty niche.
growing up or
Yeah.
whatever. It's very niche. Yeah. So and this is considered one of the better ones that come out. But it is old school, it's the only thing flashy are the moves that you're kind of seeing on there. This is 90% of the game is all this. So that's probably why
A lot
it's a
of
7.
talking.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Talking.
Could be.
I don't even
It-
understand what's going on in the story. I'm
And I don't
here
even
and
mind it.
I
I don't
you
even mind
know,
it usually, but
it's not my
sometimes it's a
favorite
lot.
thing in the world, but it's a lot in this game for sure. And it always is. The stories in this are like incomprehensible, but they always try.
They always try.
But yeah, it's really about the gameplay and stuff like that, and the flashy moves, and just again having that
What's with the 3 dragon penis guy? That's
Why are they
shooting?
placed
I don't know what
there?
this is from. Actually, this is like one of the anime. I don't know what that's from.
He's the
sometimes,
combined Fury Beast. Hang on.
I don't. This is they have original designs,
don't
but
know.
mostly everything is.
Why in that area and not his chest though? That's the question.
Yeah, why
It's
are
a
they part
Hydra,
of his?
guys. Why is it weird? I don't think anything's weird about it.
Why does he have a
Nothing's
Hydra
weird about it.
jockstrap?
I think it's normal. I think it's normal to have a Hydra jockstrap. I think it's totally normal.
I think you're right. Now that you say it out loud, you're right, and I'm sorry for shaming all of you out there.
No, but it's cool. Again, it's just fan service, the video game, and that
Yeah,
gets
that's
sevens.
fun.
That's
I
why.
like that.
That's why that's here.
And that's why. All right, let's keep rolling. This is one that I really enjoyed
Discountee.
called Discountee. Cute little game
How is
where
this a
you are
7?
running a
Everybody
shop.
loved this game. How is this a 7?
Yeah, it's like a 78 or something like that.
Okay,
Like
yeah, that's fair.
it's in decent range. I think where it really shines, people want more of the shop stuff, where it's kind of taking you through a story and you do very mission-based stuff and move on to the next section and set up your shop again. And I think could have been
Maybe
some
not
of the
simmy enough
criticisms
for
were
people.
around. Yeah, they wanted to just create a full-on sim of this. Let me do that, and I would like that too. But it's much more like
I thought that's what it was. Yeah, that's crazy.
now you have to go talk to this person, go get this thing, and then make sure you sell this thing. But then you can keep running your shop and changing your prices. You still do some of that stuff.
Sure.
Discountee is super adorable. Great little Swimming in Sevens game. I love it.
I'm with Kyle. I thought it was more beloved. That's interesting.
Yeah, I heard almost nothing but good things. Yeah.
This is one of mine too, as well, Tim.
Yeah, Eric's Home.
Yeah.
The what's it called? The Broken Dream or Stolen?
Yeah, something like that.
Stolen.
Shattered
got a-
Dreams. Yeah.
Yeah, you got it. Something with dreams that aren't happening.
Shattered memories.
That's what it's called. Eric's Home Dreams that aren't happening. That's what it's called.
Yeah. Fake
So
dreams.
this is a
You're
this
the
is a
dreamers that
isometric.
dream.
It's an isometric stealth / puzzle game,
Yeah.
and there's very little action in it. There's a few moments where there's some actiony things that happen. There are other characters that help you out too that kind of add to the story and the gameplay. The gameplay mixes up a little bit.
I will mention that about the gameplay. This video that we're showing now has point and click, but this plays wonderfully with a controller.
It does.
So I definitely
That's
recommend
good.
playing with that.
Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
agree. It's got some pretty basic mechanics of like shadow. Like you saw the outline of the character when she's in the shadows, so she can't be seen. So whether there's spotlights or flashlights or whatever, and you can sometimes break those lights, sometimes you can't. You can distract enemies. In some cases, later you can actually incapacitate them. Just depends on who's with you and can help you. But yeah, really great use of lighting, angles, storytelling.
Yeah.
It's a little ridiculous at times. Like, why would these sewers that you're trying to get from point A to point B be so cavernous and full of so many convenient puzzles? It's video gamey. Like it's doing
Yeah.
a video game thing.
Well, the implication is
and
the totalitarian regime are full of dummies, I guess.
Yeah, they're totally dumb because they're like,
They're totally
close
dumb,
everything
guys.
off except for this one pathway, and the only way to open it is with this button that no one's gonna guard. It's like, okay, so it's that kind of thing a lot.
Yeah.
But I don't mind any of that stuff. I mean, I love these kind
Me
of
neither.
games, and I had a blast with it. But I understand
Me
the
too.
sevens. It does get a little bit redundant at times, and the story is interesting. It's more about the characters though that are well acted and
Yeah.
cool. So
It's very much like that other stealth game that was a platformer, though. The one that was like Norwegian or something. Very dark, too. Like a dark folk tale. I think it was last year or 2 years ago.
what was that one?
Something about the Mountain King or something. Bramble. where you're
Bramble, yes.
where it's just stealth.
Just
you know what I
stealth,
mean? It's
right.
just stealth. Avoid the monsters, help people out, and get sheep slaughtered or whatever. It's a dark game, but yeah. Anyway, it's kind of like that though, where that's just the game,
That
but
is a
this
really
one's
dark game,
longer.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Eric's home, really good swimming in the sevens game. All right, we've also got Pokemon Legends ZA, which ended with the high 70s. I think it was like also 78, 79, I think. I think it's
Yeah.
pretty close. I could be wrong. Kyle talked about this a little bit, but you really enjoyed your time with Pokemon Legends.
The combat's good. I can't say a lot of the rest of the game is particularly great. I think there's some like interesting ideas, but like the combat's great in this game. I think I still prefer it to be turn-based because I'm an old soul who's been playing Pokemon since 1996 or whenever it came out. And that's just, it's all I know, Tim. You know, I don't change
I
me.
get it.
But like what's here is very, very, very entertaining, and the whole entire game is combat focused. The story is absolute garbly goop nonsense. Like I don't even know why. It's so high concept and ridiculous too. You're like, what the fuck? It doesn't make any sense. But like the combat is really cool, and it's all based around like going into like battle zones and getting like your rank up and stuff, like all that stuff. Really, like I'm like, this is why I play Pokemon, to fight trainers and get stronger and collect them all. But yeah, there's something artificial about being in a city that doesn't feel organic, and there's a few other short. It belongs in the sevens. 79's even kind of high, I would say. But the combat's good, man. If they keep on making games around this combat, like, you know, and you find like a groove for everything else to work, you're gonna have something good. You're gonna have something special.
Nice.
But like, they're still working it out though. So
yeah, it's interesting. Some of these games that are in the sevens are like, hey, on their next one, this could be like a breakout hit, and then sometimes it's like, hey, I think this game actually doesn't need to change. It's just some people, it's not going to click for some folks, and that's why it's in the sevens. So it just depends. Like they all are there for different reasons.
This is a 7 with room to grow.
For sure.
Whereas like, what was the last 7 I was just talking about? Changed
Eric's
nothing. No. The one I forget which.
The previous Pokemon, you mean?
No. Super Robot Wars. Like, you don't need to change anything.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
like that game
Leave it
is
alone,
what
yeah.
it is. You don't need to change.
That's
Like,
right.
no, you don't need to change the formula.
Triple
like, this
dragon,
is still baking.
jockstrap.
You know?
Leave it there. Don't move anything.
Yeah, leave it there.
Yep.
3 Hydra heads on a penis. It's all good.
Mm-hmm. Leave it there. All right, this is one that I've loved since the beginning of the year. I've talked about it a lot, but Tales of Iron 2, Whiskers of Winter also landed. And on some platforms, I think it averaged an 80. On others, it was like a 78, 79. So it just depends on which platform. But
This is another one I was kind of shocked to see it so low, because not just you, I have a lot of friends and a lot of people who are like, I really like this game. And I'm like, people really respond to this game who really like it. So
yeah, super fun. You can make an argument that it doesn't do enough different. It's just bigger. They do everything bigger, and there's more, and there's tons of armor to collect. All the armor looks really cool and unique. You got a lot of different not a lot, but a handful of different weapons that you can use that really change the style of play. And but yeah, it's got a really unique art style, this kind of paper cutout sort of style. It's not easy, but as kind of like Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, as you get later in the game, almost too easy. Like you get really strong by the end, and it's like, well, nothing's really gonna kill you by the end. But at the beginning, you die a lot. It's tough at the beginning. So, but anyway, this one's a really, really great game that has landed in the sevens for this year. Tales of Iron 2, Whiskers of Winter. Also, Terminator 2D, No Fate. I think also in the high 70s.
I wonder if it's just because of price or something. Like something stupid.
It's could be.
I want a game here for $30 or whatever, you know.
I mean, it's very, very
short.
It's
2 hours, but you're supposed to play it again and again.
It's an arcade game. People don't.
Yeah.
People don't like. I don't know. People don't respond to those for whatever reason. Ooh, I have to replay this game again. Yeah, that's what we used to all have to do. Like that's. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I had a blast with it. To me, it's higher than that, but I understand why it's not for everybody. But stuff like this.
I'm buying this. The second it goes on sale, I'm buying. I think this game looks so fantastic.
There's reason to play it through multiple times. There's I think 2, maybe 3 options as you go through to kind of change the trajectory of what happens in the movie plot to something new. So anyway, it is really interesting game.
It looks so fun. I really need to jump into this one.
Yeah, same.
Yep. Yeah, very, very arcadey. Okay, moving on. South of Midnight landed in the
my last
mid
one.
to high 70s. Yeah. This is yours too? Okay.
Yeah.
As you can see, if you're watching this on video, you can understand why we were gushing about the visuals so much. like it's just visually so compelling. Everything about what you
Mhm.
see on the screen during your time with this game is like, whoa. Everything from the outfits, the character designs, the animations are great. The environments are really pretty, and even if the actual platforming and combat gameplay is anywhere from decent to sometimes good and great, it's more about the overall experience. And so, to me, this is a great, great game that ended up getting just under 8s on average. So technically swimming in 7s, but yeah, love this game. All right, rolling along, we got Hyrule Warriors: Age of Imprisonment, which landed
Shocked.
below an
I
88
thought this
on
game got
average.
good reviews too, but whenever I was looking up sevens, this was on there, and I was like, well, I mean, I guess I have to bring it up, but this is
Yeah,
crazy to me. This is a 7.
yeah,
This is the better game out of this and Origins, and I think Dynasty Warriors Origins had a higher score than this when you're talking like Metacritic or OpenCritic and stuff like that. I'm like, that's nuts to
yep.
me.
I mean, this is
So it's not a
barely under
7.
the gun.
I
It's like
brought it.
79.
It's
It's like a
79. Yeah, I
79.
brought it up
Yeah.
because they're wrong, and it's not a 7. That's why I brought it here. You
Yep.
all called
That's
it a 7.
totally
You,
fair.
everybody on Earth, but it is not, and you're wrong. So sometimes a 7's an 8. I guess that's my
That's
point.
true.
Sometimes a 7 is a
Sometimes.
6 too. 6, 7. I'm just saying.
Sometimes a 7's
Nah,
a
we
6.
left.
Sometimes it's
We
6
left that
and
behind,
7.
guys.
Okay.
Come on.
Um,
All right.
yeah, it's good. It's a good game.
I
Say
agree.
anything more
Based
about
on what
it.
I've seen of it, based on what you talked about it, it doesn't seem like it belongs in this. But some of the other games we've already talked about, Terminator and Tales of Iron.
Yeah,
and
Terminator
these
doesn't belong
others,
there
I'm like,
either. Yeah.
but that's just where the review averages land sometimes, and that's why we don't always trust the numbers by themselves, guys. Sometimes it's good to go play it for yourself or talk to someone who's played it and wasn't paid for a review. All right, we already talked about Mafia: The Old Country. This one was also on my list of some of my favorite swimming in 7s. I know it wasn't everyone's
Wrong.
cup of
I
tea,
can't
but
believe this is a 7. This is insane to me.
I know.
yeah,
So nuts.
Like, okay, so here's what's crazy to me. Mafia 3 makes sense as a 7. Much more ambitious title, but there's some kinks they got to work out,
Mhm.
right? It at least makes sense. Even if I like it more than a 7, it makes sense. This doesn't make sense to me. This is like
dude.
such
Even
a
what we're
crisp
watching right here,
game.
this is so cinematic. This looks like a
Yeah.
legit filmmaker made these scenes, and then you get the gameplay, which is kind of a nice bonus. Like, hey, the gameplay is pretty competent to good. Like, it's fun. It's fine, but it's really just a production value on the cutscenes and the visuals and the acting and the music is so good. So yeah, I'm a little
Mhm.
surprised, but it is below 80 average. So here it is. All right, last one. Another surprise for me: Metroid Prime 4
It's another
Beyond.
one. This doesn't. It just
Yeah.
doesn't seem like an
That-
8 at the very least. You know, like.
Insanity.
Yep.
But I get people's qualms too. I'm not trying to disregard, but it just like it seems what's there is like good though. You know, like
Yep.
whether or not you don't like this, open area or whatever, like seems.
This so was I think the downfall of the game. That desert that we just saw was the downfall
yeah.
for some reviewers.
It's a shame that like that seemed like it was a product of maybe its former self, and they're like, we got to sneak this in here still. Like Nintendo's like, you got to use this desert thing, and they're like.
Like, what else can we do with this desert? Like, not much. We
Yeah.
can put a few rocks
We
in it.
can't.
Like,
You
that's all
guys
we can
don't
do.
want it to be an open world game, so this is
Yeah.
it. But yeah, everything I
Yeah.
hear about this game, like the bosses are great, the combat's great. Like there's a lot of all the stuff that you're there for, like all the moody and atmospheric stuff. Everyone was worried about like the characters being annoying, and apparently no one was too annoyed by them for the most part. So
I loved the characters by the end.
see, yeah, that's
they're
what
all,
I'm hearing.
they're all there to like support.
These don't
Samus
sound like
and-
7 qualities. You know what I mean? Like everything that I just said don't seem like 7s to me. But what do I know?
I know. But that's why we highlight swimming in 7s, because it's our chance to show why we think people are wrong. Also, what's funny is none of these, maybe not none, but most of these games aren't going to end up on our top 10 list, because there's some like real epic, I don't know, really high quality games that are going to be hard to replace with any of these. That's why I like doing these, because these are kind of like those just barely not there tier games that we all love, and want to give them a little bit of a shout out just in case they don't get a lot of attention elsewhere. Like we never would have talked about Super Robot Wars Y or
Never.
or some of these others that have popped up. So at least unless one of us
true.
really forces it, like, hey, I want to mention this because I love it. Like it'll usually get.
I want to
so.
mention Black Ops 7. Actually, that game's a 4.
No, you
Just
don't.
kidding.
No, you don't.
All right, let's wrap this up. Let's wrap this episode up. We gotta get out of here.
Yeah, you just ruined it.
We're
Way to
obviously
ruin
getting
it.
delusional. So.
Jeez. All right, guys. Well, speaking of wrapping it up, we actually are going to push back our discussion of best story because I want to give that time and space to really discuss and see if Dan's able to join us for that. But wanted to highlight a couple songs before we head out from a few games this year. And if you guys want, you don't have to tell me which songs, but if you want to tell me a game that you'd like me to highlight, each of us will highlight one and we'll play a tune or two from that game. We could wait on stuff that I know Dan likes, like hold off on Clair Obscur or maybe hold off on Doom as well. I know he loves the music from that. And Ghost of Yotei.
Oh, well,
we
then
already played a little
we
bit.
can just mention the Sword of the Sea one I sent you. Just it doesn't matter which one.
All right, let me pull those up.
It's just
I think
serene
I sent
stuff.
you. I think I sent you stuff for both Muso games, the Zelda and Origins. You can just play those two. Yeah.
All right, so here's from the Sword of the Sea. Tell me if it's too
It's just
low loud.
serene. It's okay. Yeah, it's good now. It's just serene, like you get it, like it's chill. But Austin Wintory is just very good at this stuff.
This is called One Drop Remained from the Sword of the Sea.
Yeah.
Turn it up just a little bit.
Okay.
I don't know what he's doing to create these sounds too. I mean, I know they're synth, but still.
Yeah.
Or a real singer. I don't know. Full choir.
That's nice. Cello. That's nice. They have another one that Jeff sent me to here called Dreaming of Vengeance.
Very tribal.
That's nice.
First, a game about a sword, you don't do a lot of murdering in it. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's funny.
A
As
lot
soon
of
as
vengeancing.
here's my first thought. As soon as the dude flipped the sword up and surfed on it, I was like, "Oh, Derek would hate this." Like as soon as he opted to use it as a travel sword, I was like, "Oh my god!" Some people are
It's a
just gonna be
pacifist
like,
sword.
"I'm out." Yeah, this one's really cool.
Yeah, I like that. All right, let me
It
pull
lends
up
itself definitely to the gameplay and the visuals for sure, though. Like without it, it's kind of like, but it's still very good.
Yep. All right, that's pretty good. Sword of the Sea, of course, with that developer, I fully expect them to have really top quality ambience.
Yeah, they always go with the
audio,
same guy.
music.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Long-lasting
surprise
partnership.
there. Yeah, no surprise there at all. Where? Okay, here we go. Here, I found them. Okay, so from Hyrule Warriors: Age of Imprisonment, let's check out the song called "Overpowered." Actually, no, let's do this other one first. Let's do "Battle for the Snowfield" first. If the music will come on, hang on. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Nice use of
This game-
keys.
The game has a lot of classic tunes like
Oh,
this,
nice.
obviously. Yeah.
Nice remix.
And they weave in like the musical motifs of the original game against a lot of different, like, very experimental instruments and synth uses and stuff like
That's
that.
great. Ooh, I like that.
You can add like a hip hop beat over this and just start. My arms are closing.
Yeah,
Everything
yeah.
was closing.
My spaghetti.
That's so good. All right, then here's this one called Overpowered. Something big just happened.
Something's going on.
I
It's
feel like
probably
we
a
just got
boss.
overpowered in the game.
That's my
Yeah,
favorite
dude.
synth board. Is that thing at the end that makes you go.
Like a theremin almost, yeah.
Yeah. It's the I call it like the diddle wheel. You diddle it and it makes a sound.
The diddle wheel. Ooh,
See?
nice
Yeah.
percussion coming in.
The build up on this one's pretty great. It's just
That's
weird.
really good.
It's
Yeah,
got weirdness
it is
to it, you know.
eclectic. Yeah,
Oh, that's excellent.
I love when you
The
can't pin it
whole
down. You're
soundtrack
like,
is
you're like
this.
it sounds retro, but not. What is
Yeah,
that? Like
it's like like the OST on this game's like 90 tracks or something like that. Like it's insane.
Yeah.
Like it's absolutely insane.
oh my god.
Dang. All right, guys. Well, I will wrap it up with just one quick song from I think a couple of you actually sent this to me, which is hilarious that you sent this to me individually, and it's one I had already picked. But it's from a game that is really quickly escalating up my list as I'm really, really evaluating what did I really love this year. And I'm trying not to let recency bias play a factor, but Dispatch hit me hard. I loved that game.
Ah.
Really loved it. Couldn't stop thinking about it. So
if
I
you
wanna
guys went with
end-
the main theme, oh
I-
my
No.
gosh, that's so funny.
No, you know we
I
did.
want to end with
Oh,
I want to end with this.
know it.
Hang on, let me start forgetting. Here we go.
Oh, sounds like hip hop, but it's not, because then the white guitar come in, the white blue guitar. Like Run DMC, you know, they came through a wall.
You gotta
Turn
crank
it
it
up
up
a
a
little
little.
I hate the world today. You're so good to me. I know what I can change. I can change. I try to tell you, but you look at me like maybe I'm an angel underneath. Innocent and sweet, like sweet and sour sauce. Yet I cried. This is the lady in the song, not me. You must have been relieved to see the softer side. So soft. I back up, sing for me. I can understand how you could be so confused. I don't envy you. I'm a little bit of everything, all rolled into one. I'm a bitch. My name's Robert, such a bitch whose name is Robert. I'm a bitch, yeah, I'm a bitch. I'm such a fucking bitch. I have no hopes, I have no dreams. From a tiny little thing, and it doesn't even function anyway.
It's so
my
juvenile,
gosh.
so stupid.
That's Fahim Anwar. He is so funny, dude. He's been on
He's
Rick
so-
Glassman's
Oh, I didn't
podcast
realize
a few
that
times,
that's
yeah.
who voiced him. That's amazing.
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
hear it now. Like he's doing
Yeah.
one of his characters. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my god, that totally blew my mind. But that, you know, I think I told this and you weren't here, Jeff. I went that entire game not knowing that guy was Jeffrey Wright.
Oh, really?
Nice.
Yeah, you
Like-
probably told yourself
I
the
was
same
like,
thing
man,
I did
I
after 2 episodes.
was
You're
like, I
like,
really
no way
like
they
this
got
guy.
actual Jeffrey Wright. Like,
Yeah, I was like, that man, whoever's
him.
playing this guy, like, I really like this
Yeah.
character. It's really.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah,
Oh
great
my
song.
gosh. Good way to end off this episode too. So thank you guys for sticking around for the end. I hope it was worth it for you. We'll reconvene next time to talk about everything from our favorite story, a few other smaller categories, all the way up to our overall top 10 games of 2025. So thank you guys for watching. Thanks for listening. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.